Oh, hey, Internet.
Hi, Internet.
Welcome to Evil Game. It's been a while, and hopefully for all of us here in the real world, it's been months and months, but for these guys in the Evil Game world, it's been about 6 seconds since we last saw you. So I guess we're just going to jump right in it. Previously on Evil Game, the group was traveling with a caravan. That was going perfectly fine as they were moving their way north through the Calim Desert until they got attacked by a couple of giant bugs, which killed several members of the caravan, including Morgs, played by Sean's camel.
Alexander Camilton.
Yes.
That's his new name. I don't remember. That was definitely not his name before.
I think it was like Deborah before. But
Deborah!
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Karen?
No, it wouldn't have been Karen.
That might have been.
It wasn't.
Sorry.
It wasn't Karen. Even if it was, the connotation it's taken on since then.
Yeah.
Which is wild that that's like an entire thing that's developed since last time we played.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Either which way, we were hanging out playing. So these guys and their caravan were surrounded by giant bugs. Temerity, played by Ted, and Darian, played by Celine, got themselves inside a Leoman's tiny hut, along with... Was there anybody else in there with you?
Cat boy?
The cat boy and the goblin?
Was he with us?
Yes, I think
He
so.
was with, we took him in the desert with us.
Yes, I think he was with us.
Sure, probably.
I don't know if
why
he
not?
came with us from the Oasis. I would
Yeah,
assume
he
would've.
was in the caravan
Yeah,
with you
I
guys.
think
Yeah.
I know he was with the
We've
caravan.
just been kind
I
of
think
bringing
he
with
was
us.
in the tiny hut with you
I
guys.
think
I think
you're
he's. I think so.
Right. And the tiny hut can hold how many people?
It is a 10-foot radius, I think. Maybe 10-foot diameter circle. I think you can put like 9 people in it.
Okay, cool. And people can come and go on your say-so.
As long as I don't go, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I leave.
And we can shoot spells out, but nobody.
Nine creatures of medium size or smaller.
Okay, cool. Fantastic.
Okay.
So, outside of Leoman's tiny hut, the scene is quite terrible, as there are 24 of these giant insects that kind of look like massive sand fleas with long, disgusting pincers. And they came up out of the sand and surrounded the caravan and started eating people, camels, food stuff, whatever they could get. Morg is now mourning over the dead body of his camel. Edom, who is a warforged wizard, is standing nearby, looking moderately disinterested as we come back to it. So before we get started, why doesn't everybody make a perception check? Make sure we still know how to do this.
9.
Cool.
Would I have time to guidance myself? Could I guide it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Perception, you said?
20.
Cool.
14.
Okay, cool. So, Darian,
Yes.
you will notice that Edom is basically being completely ignored by these monstrous bugs.
Huh.
Okay. Temerity, you will notice that, as well as the fact that the insects, except for the one that he physically attacked, are all ignoring Morg as well. And with your 20, you will also know that several of the caravan guards are being ignored. That being said, the bugs start attacking the majority of the caravan and just start absolutely ripping people to shreds. I imagine you guys don't want to leave the hut.
Boom.
So, Morg, what do you do?
I would like to pull out my greatest axe.
Okay, cool.
And hit this bug.
Okay, fantastic. Let's roll for initiative. You guys are just... Are you going to do stuff?
Well, we
Maybe?
can shoot spells out.
You
of
guys
the
roll
hut, right?
initiative, too, if you
I'll
decide
look.
to
There's
do
some
anything.
specific things
Yeah.
that can and can't leave the hut.
Natty 20.
Woohoo!
5.
Woohoo!
17.
Okay. We'll get one for there as well. Okay, cool. Morg, with your rage and do you have advantage on your initiative rolls yet, or is that 7?
I mean, I got a natural 20. So
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I was just wondering.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it better. Come on. Freaking really slacking. Don't appreciate it. So there's more covered in camel blood.
I'm gonna rage, Tempest, and then recklessly attack this thing with my great axe.
Fantastic. I like it.
To avenge Alexander Camilton. Natty 20! So, that is gonna be...
An amount of damage.
3d12.
3d12.
Oh, 4d12 with oh no, do you not have brutal critical yet?
No,
You only have savage critical from being.
So that's 3d12 and 2d6, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
because
first attack
of
when you're raging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart.
Quite indeed.
Unless you pump Orcus Fury into it.
Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
pump.
2d12,
I'm gonna
I
pump
think.
Orcish Fury into it.
It's a damage that you can add a damage die whenever you want, but this is a crit, so it's 2 more.
Yeah.
So it's 5d12 plus 2d6.
Sounds like a good time to use it.
Okay, so it's 32 plus 9, so 41 damage.
41 damage. All right, cool.
Ain't
So
nothing to
you take
stop
the
it.
greatest axe and your rage, and you absolutely crack through this thing's carapace. It's not dead, but like the entire left side of its body goes completely limp, and it's.
Add 3 to that, because I forgot half my level.
Oh, okay. It's still alive. It just looks slightly worse than you thought.
Wait, did you do the 1.5 times your strength, 2-handed? We still be doing
Yes.
that in here. Okay.
Yes. And then I'm gonna attack it again.
Yeah, go for it.
That is gonna be a 26.
All right, that hits.
And I am going to burn one of my initiative cards that I have left over from
Inspiration?
so many game ago. That one.
Yeah.
The one that makes it a crit.
And I'm gonna turn my successful hit into a crit.
All right, fantastic.
And
Do it again.
I'm going to describe this. This is the righteous fury of mourning Alexander Camilton.
As only a pet owner can.
Mhm.
So that is just 3d12.
Only 3d12.
I know.
Only.
But it's me, so
You could do bad.
I could do bad.
4.
Which I didn't do great. So that's 17.
4.
Plus
Oh, don't be like that.
I like to go low so that everybody's happy because
26 damage.
there's
Okay.
a slow part of me that's like,
Those extra
it could
d6.
happen.
It could.
It could. All right, cool. So you come through, and then you're just beating this thing into the sand. It is just ichor and disgustingness, but it's still just barely holding on to life.
And that, I think, is all I can do.
I think that's all you can do, unless you want to move away from it.
No, it's not dead yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally fair. Temerity, it's your turn.
Alright, so Celine, spells and other magical effects can't extend through it or be cast through it. They
Okay.
can be cast inside it if we're like healing or something inside.
Gotcha.
You would need to, or whatever part of you is casting the spell would need to exit the dome. So if you wanted to
So
like,
can I like just poke my? Can I pull a Jake and poke my head out and just go pew pew and then hide?
in
Yeah.
theory, yes.
Alright.
I can't leave.
Like it's a
because-
bad
It's
idea.
not a bad move. It's not a bad move. I feel like that's a Jake move more
Yeah.
often than not.
Oh, God forbid you get 3/4 cover. Mechanically, terrible stuff.
Yeah, so I'm just looking through my inventory and my notes to see if there's anything that like jumped out at me that's funky or different. No. Alright, so what I will do, I guess, is
Wait, what's that? What did you just do with Lou?
Lose all the way at the end.
Yeah, but why is Lou there?
Like it's not really
Who is
your business
Lou?
right now.
so what I will do, I guess,
He's part of the Rexing crew.
I will pull out my hand crossbow
All right.
and I'll shoot at the one that Morg is fighting because arrows can leave the hut.
Yeah. Hey, man.
How far away is it? Yes, from where we are.
You guys were not that far away. I imagine you just kind of like, as soon as you had the space, were like, whoop.
Pretty much.
So we'll say that you're within 30 feet.
Perfect. That's the number I wanted. All right, here we go.
That,
That is a
So wasteful.
23
that totally hits.
to hit. I know I have like a bunch of random poison shit, but I'm just gonna not do that because I don't remember. I saw just like dissolving crossbow bolts are a thing that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what they did?
They just dissolve.
Okay, they weren't like
they're not
they don't leave
acidic.
a trace. I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Like an icicle.
Gotcha. Cool. All right.
And that one riddle.
All right. So then I'll just shoot it with my crossbow. Oh, weird. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration to add 3d6 psychic damage to the crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Because I can do that.
Ah.
Apparently.
Sounds good.
Is it just
Wow.
weapon attacks?
A weapon attack.
Cool.
Yeah, when you hit with a weapon attack.
Great.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, as
Well, it's
much
called
as
psychic blades.
uh,
So you think like,
yeah.
Now the blades just go with it.
all right, 6, 6, 5, 1. That's not bad though. That's
So it's 666.
Yeah, perfect. 18, 22
All right.
points of. Sorry, that is. I guess we'll call it 5 points of piercing damage and 17 points of psychic damage.
Sure.
If that matters.
It does not in this case. So Morg, you're standing over this thing and like you're like ready to go, and all of a sudden you just see a crossbow bolt go right through this thing's head, and you see there's not light in its eyes, but you see the life leave its eyes.
Okay.
And it just.
I'm gonna look over to Temerity.
Well, you
Can't
don't
see me.
It's,
I'm gonna
it's
look
okay.
over to the tiny hut, nod to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Edam's turn. He is. Yeah, that was it, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I figured you would Bardic Inspiration as bonus action at this point. Save it. Save it.
Jake, explain right now how that would help Temerity.
There was only. I think I've done it twice, and it didn't work either time I did it. I told people not to suck. They proceeded to suck.
they sucked
So
anyway.
it's that.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do.
I
Yep.
guess, you know.
Suck prevention can only go so far.
So Edam is going to walk over towards the Leoman's tiny hut, and he is going to cast a fireball over at the group of
Whoa!
We're good.
creatures.
No, we're
You can't get
Not
us.
towards you guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
At like a group of the
I got nervous.
bugs. I guess you never know, even when it's me instead.
I've been trained for so long to react a certain way.
All right. They are going to
I
pass
got
their
yours.
saving throw, which is a shame because this is nice damage. 6s and 5s and 4s.
Must be nice.
20, 30, 41 on a fireball. Not bad.
He doesn't get any bonus, right?
I don't think
He's
so.
at 10.
I don't know what kind of wizard it is.
He is an
Evocation.
evocation wizard, which is arguably the easiest wizard to play.
Oh, you know what? 6 is half damage on cantrips.
Okay.
Okay. So he chucks that over, and then he just like stands outside of the hut, and he's like, "Can I come in?"
I don't think I can do that not on my turn.
What?
I think I have to. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can even. I might not be able to make that call after
At this
it's
point?
cast. Let me look. 10-foot radius, 9 creatures can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if the area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures and objects within the dome. When you cast it, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Okay, so they can't.
Yeah, apparently not.
All right, cool. So
It's not a critical role. Get your shit together.
so he's just gonna start digging a little hole in the ground right next to your tiny hut
Okay.
in the sand.
Okay.
What do you want? I'm playing back. Here we go.
Fair, and I'm sorry for.
Sure, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're
You're
right.
right.
Excuse
You
the
guys
fuck out
gave
of
me.
me.
You gave me the exact right look. So the bugs are gonna go on a rampage. The one fighting you is dead, so it's not gonna do anything to you.
Cool.
And the rest of them are gonna start rampaging through the caravan, and they're going to kill 7 of the caravan guards.
Cool.
And you see the caravan leader. He's kind of like he's got like the wagons circled basically, and he's like trying to mount a defense, but right now it doesn't seem to be going very well.
All right. Cool.
Darian.
Okay, is there a big, like, can I fire, like, the ones that he fireballed, are they still,
Group together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, then I too would like to fireball.
All right, cool.
So, bleh.
Bleh.
All these things I wrote.
Do they have to make their their saving throws?
They certainly do.
This
What is your...
17.
Okay, they're going to fail.
Phew. 31.
Nice, fantastic.
Damage.
All right, so these guys are definitely looking singed. You can see like the top bit of like sand. There's like chunks of like glass that was
Yes.
created by the heat, and they're starting to melt. You know, like their antennas. Some of them are blinded.
Gross.
You know, it's not looking. They're not looking healthy,
I know.
but it's still. There's still like 15 other ones that are
Yeah.
rampaging around the camp without a problem. And I will remind you guys, as this was months and months ago,
Appreciate that.
like 300 yards away, there is a massive
Yeah.
giant slowly working its way toward you guys with a sword that's like a
fun.
3-story building just
That's-
lumbering
that
toward
was-
you.
I forgot about that.
I thought that you guys might,
Yeah.
but you were in the moment,
Well.
so I wanted to get through your turn.
I'm gonna
That's excellent storytelling, Jake.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
duck
It
back
works
in.
great until you bring up that you're doing it, and then it's bad storytelling. But that's okay. All right, so you blew all those guys up, and this giant is going to, it's gonna lumber forward. It's only gonna take 2 steps forward, but as you guys watch, there's gonna be like you're gonna see this thing. It's got like big patches of like burnt, cancerous-looking skin as it
Ugh.
gets closer, and they're just like blackening in the corners, and there's like giant cracks in its skin just from the dryness and the heat, and you can see like blood and pus just oozing out of it.
Oh, wow.
And as it takes a step, just like a big, like larger than morgue sized chunk of skin just like comes sloughing off the back of its calf, and you'll see behind it like a bunch more of these creatures coming up out of the sand and like descend on the fresh meat.
Ugh.
Fresh meat.
Eee.
Yes.
Cool.
The goblin is going to shoot from inside of Leoman's tiny hut.
It's gonna get
The
smoky
2
in there.
nearest. He is going to hit once and
Air can still
once. Yep, that's just as long. And cool. So he's gonna shoot one of the ones that you guys, not you, that Edom and Darian had fireballed, and it's gonna just like go poof, right through the forehead. It's just gonna fall to the ground dead.
Nice.
And then it's back to work. So
Um,
there are, there's like 8 or 9 of these things that are gross from fireball damage, and then the rest are pretty fresh and just absolutely wreaking havoc. They are not only focusing on caravan guards, but they're eating the camels.
Okay.
They are going through like all of the food stuff that the caravan has in it and just like wrecking everything. And there's a bunch more over there. Also, that the thing covered like 60 yards in 2 steps.
Oh!
It's big. It's not just big. It's massive. It's
Okay.
ginormous.
At this point, I'm gonna say the rage doesn't subside, but like the bloodlust leaves Morg just enough to note it, to hear the boom, boom, and then he looks and he's like, "Oh, I can't hit my way through this. I need to regroup." So he's going to use his movement to run back into the Leoman's tiny hut,
Okay, cool.
and say to these guys like, "One of you guys can come up with a plan because I am the guy who hits stuff." And then I'm gonna pull out my boomerang and use my boomerang and throw it twice at the little guys.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Comparatively
Shit.
little guys.
Oh, I lost one. We'll find it in a second.
All right. So
and
plus
these
one.
are they? Oh, thank you. Is it a melee for rage extra things?
Yes.
So
yeah,
this
melee
will.
damage.
All right. What about? Sorry. Reckless attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just
Melee.
melee?
Melee
Okay.
too.
Alright.
Otherwise, you could do exactly what you're doing and really wreck people.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I was hoping to really wreck people.
Mhm.
23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Alright.
Which ones are you attacking?
The ones that were not looking good.
Okay, cool. That makes
So
sense.
So that's gonna be 7, 8, 9. Ooh, forgot. Oh, is that melee? With a weapon attack. Ha ha!
Ah.
So that will be another. So 7. Do. 10. So that's going to be 19 damage.
Ah,
With the
wow.
first one.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, it goes like through and like cuts the back of its neck, and it just falls.
I'll throw it again.
Its chitinous armor was
Oh, shit.
melted away.
19 on the roll.
All right, that definitely counts.
So this one is going to do much less, 7 damage. Oh wait, no. 10 damage.
Okay, cool. This one hits one and it like warbles through the air a little bit, but it makes it way back.
Oh,
it's
good.
way back to you.
Good. So do we have a move in this thing?
I got nothing.
Wait, says the goblin.
I mean, maybe it'll just leave. Maybe you can't see us. We've got 8 hours in here.
Okay.
And then we can just like take whatever we can find that's
Off the
useful
dead
from
bodies
from
and
the
then-
bodies in the caravan. Take whatever supplies are left.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have a better idea.
You guys.
It's run. The other idea is run.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Goblin puts his guns away.
Real quick, guys, when you kill something, does your foreskin get a little itchy? Like just the foreskin? Does that happen to you guys?
The thing is that
Yeah.
goblins are all circumcised.
Really?
Really?
Is it cultural or like is it a health thing or?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't really talk about it.
Wait, every one of you gets a little and you don't like talk about it ever?
I mean, I've never talked about it. I mean, I know everybody does it, but like,
How do you know everybody does it?
If you don't talk about
If you
it.
don't talk about it, is it just assumed that everybody does?
any goblin penis I've seen has been circumcised.
Well, how many goblin
Goblin
penises have you
penises have you
seen?
seen?
Have you done like a survey?
All right,
Is it just
Temerity, now it's your
yours?
turn. Because it's been more than 6 seconds of
Yeah,
conversation. You can continue this conversation with your
I
time.
know I can. So right now, it's just these little guys that are eating up all the other people that I don't really care about.
Yep.
And this giant thing that's way off. It's how far away?
It's now 240 yards away. It covered 60 yards in 6 seconds. With just a couple big steps.
Ooh, do you guys have like wind magic? And then Mork farts a little. No, but seriously.
No. I can.
Because I was gonna say, if you had wind magic, maybe one of you could like pop out real quick and blow a bunch of sand up onto the tiny hut and like dune us.
I can. Wait, what?
I mean, it's opaque. Like it looks like sand.
It looks like sand. Like,
Sand colored.
Same color.
yeah. Well, I figured a little extra sand camouflage might not hurt with a big giant.
Who knows? Maybe you can see through illusions. Or not illusions.
That's why I'm saying like sand.
I mean, by all means, start digging.
I did it again.
We are in an enclosed space, Morg.
Smoke can escape. I'm sure my butt smell can escape too.
Roll for butt smell.
I cast prestidigitation.
never
That's my action.
17.
Cool.
I'll never
Great.
escape.
That was a fantastic decision.
Yeah, that's my action.
Definitely.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, so smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking a short rest.
Take your boots off, getting ready to just
Yeah, I
relax for a
press the
minute.
digitate away the fart, and then I just start taking a short rest here in the hut.
Ooh.
Do I get some
Morg
back on a
is
short rest or a long
Yeah,
rest?
short
Short
rest.
lots.
I always forget.
Morg
Plus
is
loss,
gonna
yeah.
start
Plus
trying
loss,
to
okay.
like placing bets with the goblin
Mhm.
about like people dying. Like, hey, $10, the little guy gets it next. Or sorry, like 5 gold. Little guy gets it next.
And he's gonna point to another guy who's like defiantly holding up a spear to one of them. He's like, nah, him over there.
All right. So like that's how I want to pass the rest of this time.
Okay.
Just making dumb bets about who's gonna die next.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
All right, so you're just gonna relax too, watch the
I'm gonna
carnage
relax.
unfold.
Drink some wine from a water skin.
Fantastic. The leader of the caravan, he unleashes spirit guardians,
Ooh, did not see that coming.
right?
Yeah, that was a good move.
But
As it starts, just a group of these things just like descend on him, and just like
Aw, that's
within seconds, like you see like a shining beacon of light, and all the guys are like, yeah, and you just see like blood spurt up, and then it drops.
Ooh.
It didn't
At that
work
point, I
great.
take 2 gold and hand it to the goblin. Yep,
That's
you're right.
Yeah, we'll keep it going if you can. So now it is his turn. He's not going to do anything. Edom is now. He's got like just straight down like a 3-foot hole in the ground, and he just like steps down into it and like squats and just stands there, and he's like, "This is less than ideal."
Can he see us?
No.
I can hear you though. Sounds travel through.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Does anyone have any?
Toilet paper.
Nothing.
Gross. So.
Thank you.
So these guys, as the caravan gets thinned further, they start dying out faster, and they're only gonna last like another minute tops before like all but like 2 or 3 of them are just completely dead. They start devouring, everybody. But as like that starts passing, the time starts passing, this thing's moving closer, and it's like pretty dead on for like a straight line with you guys. And as this thing moves closer, you guys can all make a perception check.
16.
9.
10.
All right, cool. Got to make one too. And Edom. All right, cool. So Edom sees something, but he doesn't tell anybody.
Sounds like that.
So eat them.
Yeah, just like him. Eat him, hardly know him. You got a 15?
16.
16. Okay, cool. So as you're looking, you'll kind of realize that this giant seems like it's almost like put together pieces of different things. Like you could see these giant skin patches are like almost sewn together.
Okay.
And then it seems like where all of the oozing bloody splotches, it looks like those are patches of skin where the thread is starting to fail. But this thing, as it moves closer, it's like this thing's got to be like 90 feet, maybe 100, and you just see it's got like its whole head is basically covered in hair at this point. But you see these 2 just like giant piercing blue eyes that look just pained. You can see they're like red and just like almost like if you got sand in your eye, pretty bad. And as it's going, like every once in a while, it'll like swipe its sword behind it and like just crush like 8 or 9 of these things dead. But there's always more to kind of come up and continue like crawl up its legs a little bit before it knocks them down. And you will also notice that on its foot, there seems to be like a big wooden door hatch.
I will let everybody know that is a thing. Be like, listen, I think, I don't think it's, well, it might be, it's a creature maybe, but it might also be like a golem or something, because it's a hatch on its foot, so people may be like operating this thing from the inside.
What are they doing with it then?
I have
Maybe,
one word.
Maybe it's programmed.
Maybe.
Like it's going on a circuit, you know? And I'm
Like
gonna guess
Tempest
that
controlling?
these bugs follow before it and after it, because wherever this thing goes, it's gonna cause carnage. And things are gonna die, and the bugs are eating all that stuff. So I think that that's what this thing is doing.
Well, plus it's eating parts off of it, so.
Right. So it's a
Yeah.
self-sustain. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Meal on wheels.
Or is it a parasitic relationship?
Well, they're not inside it.
But they
How
are
we don't
eating
think
it.
they're the ones
They're
controlling.
eating it on the
They are.
outside.
Bugs
Okay,
inside
one
it? I
you
like
ask.
that idea.
Maybe it's just
I'm good enough.
maybe it's just like a food source, and they were eating off of it, and
I
then
know.
saw us
Right.
up ahead.
Yeah, fair. Well, I mean, if you want to go find out what's inside.
Fuck yeah! And then I run towards the hatch.
Okay.
Good,
Tempest!
buddy.
All right, cool. So this thing
There
is
like 200 feet of open ground before he gets there.
no, it's getting closer
Oh, okay.
now. We'll say
Alright.
it's like
All right.
60 feet away to the hatch right now.
Oh, okay.
Like
Then
2
that's-
steps away. I imagine you guys are just watching, so
Since we're
things kind of
just
sped
chilling,
up.
can I like, just in case we don't get a long rest, can I like on my turn could we say that I do the super spooky, just get a spell
Oh, sure,
slot back,
yeah.
just in case.
Hey.
You said it was 60 feet away?
Yeah.
All right, then I am going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
And when I get to the wooden hatch, I'm going to use my shoulder smasher to try and plow through.
Sure.
it.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Recklessly.
Yes. I assumed.
I roll so bad. I am going to use a charge.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna use a charge to get another swing at this. Actually,
He's insane.
Yeah.
Says the goblin.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
damn it! I got the same exact thing. So that's gonna be a 16.
Okay. A 16 is not going to be able to do it. This thing is sturdy. You can tell that it's built for wear and tear. As you get closer, you notice that, like, the scale of this giant creature made you think that this was like a normal thing, but it's really like a 2-bay garage door sized thing. Like, this is going to take a little bit of time. You're there at its foot, and it is, and you attacked it.
I did, but I haven't used my interact with an object. So
Okay.
I would like to interact with the door and try and just like open it.
Okay. Yeah, you try and just open it. It's too heavy
Oh,
to
damn it.
just open with like a regular
Ah,
interaction.
damn it.
Well, he's dead.
This kid's getting itchy again. In case Morgan dies, I wanted those to be his last words.
My
Okay,
face
that's
feels
fair.
itchy again.
My foreskin feels
Oh,
itchy again.
So as you're going and you bust into this thing, it's gonna like stutter step a little bit, and it's gonna raise its foot just straight up, and then it's gonna come straight down,
Yeah,
and it's gonna attempt to get you. And
gonna
you attacked recklessly.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's natural 20.
It is a natural.
I
20.
know. I can call it. I know. It's a thing that I. It's a
Your
sense.
special power.
It's a sense that I have.
Okay. I need some d10s.
I don't have any.
I got 2 for you.
I need just a lot.
I have 2,
This was not where I expected you to go
3.
with this. Maybe not like this, at least.
Are you gonna?
What?
Are we
Wait,
gonna lose
why?
work?
Yeah.
Why did you not
Oh,
expect
okay,
this
great.
exactly?
I didn't. Well, I mean, I expected something like this, but maybe just like a more concerted
Do you need
team
more? Or you
effort.
good?
Let's see.
Get
2,
some percentiles.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. 14 is all I need. There you go.
Wow.
So, we'll see. So that you just see this foot raised like 25 feet up in the air, and you notice that it's certainly bigger than you are.
Is it?
It is this foot.
Damn it.
And it's gonna. How much health do you
I
have?
have 71, but I'm raging, so if this is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, it does half.
It is bludgeoning, so that's good. As it would be. All right, 10, 20, 30,
I don't
45.
mean to be a dick, but are you still raging?
Because you sat there and waited for a
Oh,
minute.
you're right, so I wouldn't
And
be
you
raging.
ran and then bonus action
It's true.
shoulder smashers, so
Huh?
you're not raging.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, because you action dashed. Fuck! Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
63.
No.
So that's 70 points of damage. And are you up still?
That's a Jake special.
Ooh, look at that. So you guys are just going to see Morg just disappear underneath this thing. And you were just completely covered.
I'm just very cringy.
And
Just
like,
be like, oh,
oh, everybody's just like,
oh.
and you're just like, you just feel like your head is like split open down the middle. Like if you didn't part it center, you might have to now. And you're just like, you don't regret it. You don't regret it at all. Do you guys do anything?
No.
No, that's
I
fair.
mean, it's.
He's 60 feet away.
I'm
I
not
was
saying.
gonna say it's not our turn.
Also,
is it?
scientific displacement of that much sand being pushed down, he's gonna suffocate.
Yeah, he could
He's
very
gonna
well.
die from eating sand.
He's right there.
How far down did the foot go when it stepped? I saw it go up 25 feet.
Right.
When it came down, did
Probably
it
like-
stop or did it go in?
It went in.
I can
a good
do
little
thing.
chunk. If it went up 25, it went down like 28.
You ever play?
Yeah.
And you don't like it's gonna start lifting its foot again.
We
You
can
know.
stuck to the bottom, and then we can maybe just like on it.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and hold on as you're near unconsciousness to this foot? I'll say you could hold on to it. Just clipped you. Just clipped you right on the edge of its foot. Didn't even get you full on.
Oh no.
That wasn't full on. Ooh.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, you could make a strength check.
I'll do that.
Just a regular one.
Regular old strength, you piece of shit. 12.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
makes sense if I failed this.
It starts raising up, and you guys see Morg like holding on to this thing somehow. His whole body is just like starting to just like blood just coming down from his head. Just a gushing head wound, and like his fingers are like just barely on the edge of it, and it just like as it lifts back up, and it lifts its foot back up, and that'll be the end of its turn. And then you guys can also see that there's one camel that just like got ignored by the bugs, and it's hanging out.
That's good.
It's just like it's worried but not running away. A couple of the
Probably
caravan
smart.
guys who were untouched, one of them tried running away, and the bugs just immediately descended on it.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense. Is it my turn again?
You said you had a thing you might do?
I mean, like I could, but
I don't care if you do
I got
or
this.
not.
Yeah.
It's Morg's turn, right?
yeah, just hanging out in the.
Okay, all right. Everybody's just watching you. You have an audience.
I work best with an audience. You guys saw my Broadway debut.
We did.
We did see that.
It's true. You did great.
I did okay.
I thought you
All right, on this turn, Morg would like to run back to the Leoman's tiny hut if that's...
Oh, you're in midair. Remember?
Still
It's your
foot's
whole
still up
knob.
in the air.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, can you let go?
Drop
then
25
take
feet.
fall
Take fall
damage.
damage.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I'm a half orc.
Yeah,
I'll just get right back up. I do that.
Okay, so you guys see him, and he's like lifting up. You guys never seen Morg reconsider something before. Here it is for the first time, and he lets his fingers go. He falls to the ground. You hear like a unfortunate sounding crunch noise as he lands, but he pops right up.
You can make an
The boy's
attack as
resilient.
I can, but I choose not
as a
to.
reaction. No,
Yeah.
you take an attack the foot.
Choose not.
Okay, fair enough. So as you're hoofing back,
Mhm.
you see these insects start turning towards you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then I
As you
run back
run
into the hut.
into
And then
the
I'll
hut.
like dive in and on the ground and be like, it's a big door.
Well, you're resilient. I'll give you that.
Darren,
Yeah.
can you scratch my foreskin?
Hard no.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hard no. They're good.
Okay.
So there you guys go. The giant takes another big step. It clears the Leoman's tiny hut. You see the sword it's dragging between or behind it is like leaving like a 8-10 foot swath in like deep into the sand, and it just like a trough. These things are just like coming up out of it behind it. But a group of these things, like 11 of them, start crawling around the outside of the Leoman's tiny hut. They seem like they're like sniffing for blood.
Prestidigitation. So now we don't smell like blood.
Cool, I like that.
Because there's a lot of blood.
And you clean him up too.
Can
Yeah.
He's
someone
still
help me
bleeding
with
pretty
the
good.
blood?
Yeah, I can't help you in that regard, but I can clean it once it comes out of you.
Gross.
um,
Guys, I'm just gonna. Can I take an hour? I just need an hour.
the goblin's gonna look at you, and he's gonna take pity on you, and he's gonna pull out a healer's kit, and he's like, "I know what to do," and he's just gonna like really chittily just wrap your whole head up with bandages, and like just like a little bit. He leaves your nose uncovered, but just like your mouth, like a couple extra real tight ones. But how you just shh, it's okay. You just gotta be quiet. Just gotta be quiet, or else you won't heal. You open your mouth, all right? Jaw open, okay? Bad news, because that's gonna make your hair, your wound split wider. You gotta be shh.
What did you just stick up Your nose.
Oh no, that was me taking a knife and carving dagger holes for my nose so I could breathe.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he didn't cover your nose. Your nose is fine,
Yeah.
but he really
Yeah.
did it pretty tight around your mouth. So he's like, you just gotta be shh for a while. Just go to sleep, and he'll slowly rub your head. Okay. There's Edom outside. These things just seem to completely ignore him, and he's not moving at all. So you guys can see him, and he's just like crouched down in his little half hole, and like they're crawling all over him and stuff, and he's just completely still.
So I don't have any rush at the moment, but I'll wait and see if they stick around. These bugs, do they stick around?
They'll stick around for like half an hour, 40 minutes, but once this thing starts getting further and further away, and the rest of the camp has pretty much been picked clean, you see that there are 3 guys who are still alive under one of the not the wagons, but like under one of the carts that are pulled by the camels, and they're just all like completely still underneath it. And you'll see that there's just one camel just sitting there like chewing on some cud, and this camel's just got like giant snot boogers just like coming out of its nose, and it looks pretty unhealthy. And it's just standing there, just doesn't care. So after about half an hour, things clear up, and you guys are.
Do we still have the map of the desert that we had?
Yeah, I left it
Okay.
here.
See
this one right here.
We'll go see if any of those dead guys left any magic stuff behind. We'll steal it before anybody else can figure it out.
Very good.
And where are we right now?
You guys are on that red path. You think you're generally on the red path. The last place that you guys were was that little blue square by Ted's. Yes. So.
Did we do the popcorn thing?
You guys passed the popcorn stand.
Okay, yeah. So we
And you didn't buy any popcorn.
So we're in the triangle?
You don't know exactly. You could be. If you're in the triangle, you're near the northern edge of it.
Okay.
You could be past it. You're not quite sure. You didn't run into whatever that other oasis was.
Okay. This one here. That says doesn't stop water.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Alright. So yeah, once the bugs go away and we go outside, I'm gonna detect magic and like see if anybody had magic shit on their bodies.
Pretty much everything's completely destroyed. All the food's gone. Anything that anybody was wearing got eaten with them.
Money? Lying around? Or like gold jewelry?
Why don't you roll me a percentile? Why doesn't everybody roll me a percentile as you're looking your way through? Oh crap. I've got saying. There was a lot. Here you go.
I'm just gonna use D&D Beyond. 67.
Shoot.
Oh, dear.
Caught it.
Nice
Which
catch.
one is yours?
The green ones?
And the purple.
Yeah.
What, is this yours?
Mine. I think this one's yours, Dad? Or maybe it's Pat's.
I don't know.
I think it was over here.
Yeah,
Right
it was
there.
it's
An
mine.
extra.
It's a Waterdeep Dragon Heist one.
Aha, cool. Yeah, so you guys are able to get a short rest. What'd you say?
Woo!
67.
Okay. Celine, what did Darian get?
I didn't roll, I just took them from you.
24.
2.
Okay, 2. Yeah, so you find what you thought was like a small chest of gold pieces. Turns out they're just chocolate wrapped.
I'm so happy about it.
It's not bad, but also
It's kind of melty.
it's in the desert, and it's like you guys waited out and it was in the sun, so it's like not as good as it could be. Also, it seems like these giant bug creatures ate every other bit of food that they found in the desert. So that's what you have for food stuff right now is that little box of chocolates.
Cool.
Jameer, you find 2 bottles of wine.
Great.
Nice.
Yep. And Morg, you are able to find a working desert sled that's not completely destroyed. And there is that one camel that's not dead. And there's also those 3 guys that were underneath the one cart. And as you guys are kind of like working, you've been around these guys for like almost a week now at this point. So you notice that these guys were 3 of the guys that were actually in the Oasis bar that you guys stayed in that night.
Oh, okay.
So, how come the bugs didn't attack you guys? Any idea?
We hid as soon as we saw him. I don't know, man.
Huh.
Just glad we're alive, you know?
Yeah, right?
Right?
No,
That's
That
some
was-
quick magic you
that was
guys
wild.
are doing.
totally.
Like, we got a couple of them, and then they ate those ones, and then
They ate a lot.
they ate a lot of everybody.
They were hungry boys.
You'll notice that one of the guys is the bullywog. That was that gave you the chocolate-covered cicadas several days ago.
I'm gonna do a handle animal check to try and catch this camel.
Okay, cool. It's just standing there.
I handle it well with a 22.
All right, cool. Yeah, it looks at you, and it doesn't spit on you.
Cool. I'm gonna get it and start hooking it up to this snow sled or
Cool.
sand sled that I found.
Nice, fantastic.
Yeah. Completely ignoring these people.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like
yeah,
to
fair
submit
enough.
the name Camilla Anderson.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Kamala Anderson.
Great, I like it. Love it. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
yep, you deserve that.
Thanks!
Right one.
Way to choose one enemy you can see. Gain advantage on all rolls versus that enemy.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Oh, very nice.
If you save it for the right encounter, that could be dope.
That could be.
Don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Dope.
Cool.
AF.
Clutch.
Let
Um,
us, yeah.
So, keep moving across the desert,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right? I feel like that's kind
Oh, what about the... Am I making up that the goblin has a motorcycle?
The goblin has a motorcycle.
I'm not making that up.
No, yeah, he does.
Okay. How's his motorcycle?
It's sweet. It's fine.
Cool.
Completely ignored like Eden was.
Cool.
They don't like metal. They like organic material.
Stuff. Yeah.
Like flesh.
Your foreskin starts to itch again,
Oh,
but
excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my wand that does a 1 pound mage hand and use that to scratch my foreskin.
that's the smartest
That's
use of a
the-
magic item I've
yeah.
ever seen in my entire life. I love it.
We're good.
Yeah. And then you go pee and it burns a little when you pee.
Sand got up in there.
No.
No.
The lady at Calimport.
Oh!
Oh,
The
no.
horse noise lady.
Whatever. Don't kink shame.
Ow, ow, ow.
Not a lot, but enough to know that this is not normal.
Oh no. Everything is fine.
You guys hear more go pee and then go everything is fine.
Sure is, Chip.
Yeah.
Sure is. You
Uh,
guys have any interest in going to any of these other places? I mean, we're on what we think is the straight path to get us out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
There's a spot over here. I know it's a library, so I know you're probably not super interested in it, but it's a roost of forbidden knowledge. Don't know if that's good or not. We really don't have any plan. Let's just get out of the desert.
Yeah, pretty much just get out of the desert. I was hoping to, I might have I need a cleric or a healer or something.
Paladin.
Or a paladin.
Lars is dead.
Is he ours, though?
Is
Or was
he
he
dead,
just us
though?
adjacent?
He was us adjacent, but he could have probably fixed your problem.
Yeah, whatever, that
He
problem
would
might
have made
be.
it weird, though. He would have made it weird.
Probably.
Yeah, he would have made me, like, feel weird about it, yeah.
No, I feel like he probably would have made you do something weird.
Either that or just not done it because, like, penises are icky. Some
Yes.
people, close-minded.
Fair.
It's a shame.
It is.
No, I don't think
So Goblin's up on his motorcycle and he pulls out like a cool leather jacket.
Hey, man. That's a cool jacket.
Yeah. On the back it says ride or die.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are, that's an easy choice. I'd go with ride, right?
So if you're unable to ride, you automatically die?
I think.
Yep. If you can't do it, you can't keep up, you die.
Eldritch Blast Bike.
Oh, he'd be sad.
We need to get out of the desert.
And you
that's
see
a
on the
mode of
back
transportation.
there's a goblin and he's got like a little bandito mask and he's got like two like large like cannonball type things with like little fuses coming out of them and they're both lit and that's what the back of a jacket looks like.
Cool jacket.
Yeah, it's a cool jacket.
Very
It's way
nice.
too small for you.
Yeah, I know.
It would fit the kid.
Oh. Hey, kid, how you holding up?
Okay, I just hide, you know.
I'm gonna give you some free life advice right now.
All right.
Don't get stepped on by shit that size.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is unfortunate.
Yeah. No, I'm glad I wasn't in the backpack
Yeah,
during that point in time.
yeah,
Having a bad day.
Yeah.
yeah.
You feel okay though? You feel alright?
Yeah, I feel good. I took a short rest, and I'm only missing 10 hit points.
Yes. So you can see that like he has a very large gash on like in the middle of his scalp right there. For a little bit, you were worried that like is that bone that you can see? Like maybe it was just a little brain matter. He doesn't need it all.
I'm not using it.
Yep.
So wait, when the guy bandaged up his face, did he not bandage up the giant split in the head?
No, mostly his mouth. Because if he opens his jaw too much, it's gonna stretch his skin.
Well, that's just sound science.
Yeah, but it's the best you could do.
So no on the library then, yeah.
I mean, are we looking for any particular information at this point right now?
Well, right now we're trying to get out of the desert because it was a bad time in Calim.
It was a bad time in Calim.
There's a book on this map here.
What's it say?
It says Book of
It's what he said.
Natun.
Shit.
With a question mark.
What?
Natun. Natun.
Does that ring a bell?
Do we?
To any of you guys?
Yeah.
You guys can all either roll history or arcana.
Okay.
I'll ask the kid and the goblin too.
2.
No, you don't know.
I just giggle because Natun has nut in it, and that's as far as more goes.
12?
No.
I haven't the foggiest.
16.
No, you don't really get it.
Goblin doesn't know anything.
No, the goblin doesn't know anything, and Edam's like, oh yeah. Natun, yep. I've heard of him. He was a great wizard back in the day. A necromancer of incredible power.
Maybe that dead beast thing that had skin slopping off it came from that guy. Or from
Maybe
his
that's how
work, at
you
least.
control it.
Maybe.
To take
Like an undead golem.
to take a jump of logic.
I'm trying to think of what I would do with something that size, and it seems more hassle than it's worth.
Yeah, but imagine what you could do with it.
Like what?
Bring cities to the ground.
Yeah, you
For
could.
what purpose?
For
Fun.
money,
Obviously.
fun.
Alright, anyway, so we're skipping out on
Yeah,
the
that makes
library, it
sense.
sounds like.
Yeah,
So the next thing ahead is that we got watch out for the shark man.
Alright, that should be pretty easy to do in a desert.
Yeah.
But what if it's like a land shark? Like a bullet, but like like a were-bullet. That could be a thing.
Yeah.
A were
Real
shark.
choice we had that giant.
Do we have a better...
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
watch out for the shark man.
Alright, so if you guys see
any
any dorsal fins, or... I don't know.
Guys with big noses.
Guys with big
Big
nose.
nose.
I don't get that reference.
Like a shark. Like a big
Big
nose.
nose.
Looks like a shark.
Sharks don't really have...
I
It's
understand.
more of a-
Yes, they have a snout. I
Yeah.
understand that. So if a human or elf has like a long pointy nose, they can look predatory and
Or if
shark-like.
anybody has all black eyes.
Yeah, big
I
dead
know
eyes.
Those dead don't want
Like
their
a
eyes.
doll's eyes.
Those eyes.
Why'd you
I'd
copy
say
me?
like maybe like
Come up with your own
card shark,
jokes.
but it turns out that it's actually card sharp, which is dumb.
Oh.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Yeah, you heard me. Card sharp. With
Shark?
a T. That's the terminology, not a card shark.
You're
Shark makes more sense.
Really?
a P.
So I was gonna say maybe he's like
You're
a gambler. Watch out for the shark.
Oh,
But-
maybe he's a loan shark.
Maybe that guy didn't know that.
That's that.
Don't make any bad deals.
How would you know? Everybody starts laughing.
But you're right, maybe he's a loan shark.
Don't make
That's
any
a
bad
shark.
deals.
That is a shark. Yeah.
Loan shark.
A loan shark.
Alright,
give
what-
sharp loans,
What
that guy.
what is that?
That's watch out for the shark man.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then that's
Well, we don't
But camel, terrible bastard.
okay.
don't have any food or water, so that should be our first move.
So you have those 2 bottles of wine.
And
you
we
also
have the snowballs.
a skin.
We have the skin of
wine
50 gallons of water.
50 gallons of water.
Oh, I forgot
So,
about that.
but right now you guys are a group of 1, 2,
And
3. Edom doesn't eat anything.
The unmeltable,
The kid,
unmeltable
and then those
snowballs
3 other
that we
guys.
handed out. Wasn't that a thing that we were
Oh,
using
they're
for
not-
water
wait.
at one point?
We're not teaming up with those three other guys, right?
I mean, to get out of the desert, we could.
No.
Okay,
Something attacks us, we could just like.
can I make it? No, don't care. I was just thinking of making an insight check. I don't care. Do they look? Do you guys think they? I mean, do we think they look capable?
Can I do a capable check?
Sure. Yeah, you can do a capable check.
Capability.
Yep. Roll for capableness.
19.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they capable?
Why don't you both roll a capable check? We'll see how capable these guys seem to be.
What do we
I just
do
rolled
for
it.
Just a
capability?
roll.
16.
Yeah, these guys all seem like average or better capability. That one guy, he seems pretty capable.
I'll just look at. I mean, we're probably faster than them, so if we have to run away, we just trip them, they get eaten.
Oh, I was just gonna say,
Or if we get hungry, we can eat them.
Exactly. They can be our food source.
You know what they call humans, right?
long pig.
Long pig. That's right.
I've had some long pig in my day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever. If it comes to that,
I
Well, I'm
like
just saying,
that.
like they'd be having our like.
they
our
drink.
waste
I
water.
gotta drink more. They don't.
The
also-
cat, just like in your backpack, just like stand a little, his ears like droop down, make himself very quiet.
Cool.
Oh.
Well, here's the other thing.
Don't worry,
They
we
don't
won't
necessarily know that we have a water skin full of 50 gallons of water. They might just think it's like a water skin.
Ooh, why don't you try and convince them? We'll split up, try and find some water, and then meet back here. And then we just don't meet back here.
Well, we just kill them then.
Yeah. why
Oh,
wouldn't we
hey.
just-
What do you guys think we should do now, eh?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Any of you guys know magic?
No, but we've been through the desert a couple times.
So you can lead us out?
Yeah, I mean
Like
you go
safely, for the most part?
north-ish. Well, no,
Considering-
we're in rough shape, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
no.
we'll find some cactuses along the way. Get some cactus juice. That'd be good. He says juice weird, like juice.
I heard.
Juice.
I heard
Juice.
him.
Oh, is that the only way to get water? While we're out here, is cactus juice?
You
Is
know.
it safe to drink?
Oh yeah, well, not all cactuses. You know, some of them are great, some of them not so good.
Oh, will any of them kill us?
No, but some of them will make you hallucinate bad enough to make you just wander out in the desert, and then you'll probably die. Oh no, there are those cactuses that'll actually try and kill you. You get close to them, right, and then they just reach out and they try and stick you, because they drink blood.
Oh,
Oh, so
A lot of cactus types out here in the desert, though. You know.
Well
Well over 30, right?
it's amazing. 'cause we've come so far and haven't seen one.
different types of cactuses. You haven't seen a single cactus so far.
No.
You guys gotta keep your eyes open.
Well, I
Back-
mean,
Past cactuses,
things
like
keep
all the time.
attacking us, so I feel like
Mhm.
our eyes are better used watching out for that
You
stuff.
know what? That's fair. If we see cactuses, we'll let you guys know.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then.
That
yeah,
guy
I was
seems the
gonna-
least capable. The guy who just went, yeah, man, yeah.
Mm,
When we, I don't know, head north.
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Let's do
man. Makes sense.
All right, let's try
Okay.
to get
Yeah,
to
you
that
know.
oasis.
All right.
Yeah.
Need water.
Cool. It's getting kind of dark. You guys traveling by night or by day?
My night's about
We were
it.
doing
Yeah.
it at night, yeah.
You were doing by night when you were alone.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, yeah.
So,
We're gonna, since we're not in caravan, travel by night, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera.
cool. So you guys start making your way north-ish. You're a party of 8. The goblins hanging out for now. He'll see how he feels as time goes on. And Edom is just like also hanging out, but like he's just like 18 feet off to the side of you guys and just like looking at you weird.
He's
every
not a
once in
drain on
while.
our resources, so I could not care less.
Yes, yeah. He's not being a problem.
Yeah.
He's just a weird robot.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So your first couple of days through the desert are fine. In fact, you don't see any creatures or wildlife at all. It seems like everything in this general area is completely dead.
Do we see any cactuses?
No. There's literally no life except for that giant creature and those bugs following it.
Gee, they're acting like it's weird that we didn't see cactuses,
Right?
but
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
been
I
3
haven't
days.
seen any cacti.
One cacti.
Mhm.
Cacti? That's not right. Cactus. Cactuses? Cactuses?
Cacti.
Cactuses.
Sounds like cactus species.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right, cool. So you guys keep going. So you got your camel. You have your cart. You're making your way through. Why didn't somebody roll me a d20?
2!
All right, cool. The next day goes by fine. You guys are perfectly acceptable. Everybody's like getting a little bit hungry because it's been 4 days, but the water is not yet run out, so things aren't really all that dire. In fact, with the 8 of you, you guys are covering much better time than you had previously. It seems like these guys really know what they're doing. Make their way through. They know when to cut across dunes. That's the thing that you guys alone were just like kind of following the valleys of them or just sitting right on the peak. But it's really like it's the right time to cut across. That's the secret of desert travel.
Morg makes note.
For next time.
You don't know how to do it.
But I know that that's
Precisely.
the thing
That's
So that there's a
should
strategy.
that is the idea behind it. Cool. So another day goes by and everything seems quiet. You see some cactuses. You guys are able to. They let you know that you see the ones they have the big red flowers. You know they are a-okay to drink from. So you don't want to kill the cactus, okay? Because it is a last resort for the people in the desert like us. So what you do is you take one of the lower arms, okay? You puncture it, and you see he fills up water skin. He fills up like 3 or 4 of them with cactus juice. He gives you a try. It's fun. It's not. It's like.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like coconut water, but less sweet.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Yeah, water.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thanks.
Everybody has some.
Feller.
Yeah.
It's not the quenchiest.
No, it's not. If you're looking for quenchy cactus juice, then you're not looking at the right cactus.
Now is the one with the big red flower, is that like the main one we're gonna find?
You know, it's a pretty well spread. It's almost like a roll of the die. See what you could get as far as cactuses go.
Okay, that makes sense.
Are the identificating factors for one? Just let it go. Just let it go, Tedward. All right. Of the ones that make people hallucinate.
Oh, well, there's actually like 4 different. You'd say 4, right? Yeah, you know, I'd say 4. There's like 4 different cactuses which will make you hallucinate. The one which is the worst, okay? It's got purple flowers, okay, with tiny little white spots on them. Okay, they're not very big. They're kind of just like almost pot shaped, and they will fuck you up for I don't know, days at least. Then there's these other ones. As you guys are practicing cactus, he'd be like, these guys very mild hallucinogen. Probably a couple hours, you know, depending on how much you drink. But they do give you diarrhea, so I would definitely stay away from those as much as possible.
As people walk by, can I like hang back and try to get some juice from it?
You can,
And like a bite?
yeah, sure. And then the other 2, I would say they're about equal, except one might make you fly for like a day, but it'd also make you blind.
Whoa.
Yeah, so.
That's a hard choice. You know, being able to fly is cool, but like...
But only maybe.
Seeing's cool too.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good together, you know, because you need to see where you're flying.
Yeah.
Going up's fine. You can just keep going up. I saw a
And
guy.
then how do you know when you're coming down?
Well, that's the whole problem there.
Yeah.
Yep. He said he wasn't going to come down because he was, you know, tripping, and he didn't until he did. It's not the fall, you know. It's the impact.
It's the sudden stop.
Yeah.
You were okay though. You know, you did good.
I didn't fall.
You
Whoa.
did. Well, yeah, you did. I remember that.
We saw. We all saw.
We thought
It
you were
hurt a
dead.
lot.
You were okay though.
Mhm.
Yeah, you like peel like a little bit of the scab off of your a little bit of blood.
She had a glass dome for that, like
Delicious.
your chest thing.
There is some sand in it.
Gross.
It is gross. You feel bad about it, but only when other people mention it. The rest of the time you forget.
Fair.
All right. Cool. Why doesn't somebody else roll me a d20?
8.
Okay, cool. The next couple days go by fine. Your water skin is running low. These guys have taken to drinking their own pee.
Oh.
They say, oh, but you can only do it just once, you know. That's the important thing when you drink your own pee. You need to get some water in between. So you drink some, okay, you pee, you drink that, and then the next time or 2 you pee, you gotta just let the pee pee.
Yeah, if it's yellow, leave it, let it mellow.
Yeah.
Got it.
If it's clear, thank you, dear.
Oh.
I just made that up.
That's
I would
That's
have
good.
never noticed.
Right?
good.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, the words.
I'm trying to
Playful
usually
words.
roll me a D45.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, Ted, I need you to roll me a d20.
Natural 20.
Woohoo!
It's 2, so that's
No, but it's encounters.
19.
Ted, you couldn't shut it off this one time.
No, I try.
19.
You know what Morg can do?
What?
Smell magic.
Ha ha!
You try one of the cactuses, and they're like, "We're not really sure what that one does," and that's what it does. Now you can smell magic.
Oh.
It smells like BO, but worse. All magic smells the same.
I'm magical. This is terrible.
You see the little cilia in his nose? They're now magic.
Your nose is magic.
Celine, I need you
Gross.
to roll me a D40.
Ooh,
Okay,
a
ten.
nice number this time.
So you guys are making your way
39.
through the desert.
Mhm.
I need everybody to roll me perception checks.
16. Not my perception. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have a tarot card
12.
Cool.
that can become 2d6 gold as an action.
Ooh.
Once it's done, this card disappears.
Nice.
Perception.
So you said what is it, perception check?
Yes.
13.
Okay. 12, you said?
Yes. Well, this is days later, so I forgot to long rest.
Ah, okay. Yes, you have had the opportunity.
16.
All right. Cool. As you guys are going, you'll see like a faint glint of what seems like glass in the distance. It's not directly north. It's more like northeast from where you are, but it seems like some sort of green glass.
Huh. Is it a green glass door?
You don't know. You can't tell from here. You just catch like the, I don't know what that's from.
Door, but-
Okay. But you'll just see like the sunlight like reflect, and it's like a green shine boop, in your eyes.
You guys know what that thing is?
Nope, never seen it. Yeah, we really haven't. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Samantha, you want to go check it out?
Sure.
It's weird. You like that stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Away, Kamala Anderson, to the green. What did it hit?
Oh look, there's
Did
a
you
shiny penny on the ground.
Go and
It
take
hit.
it.
It's got camel spit on it.
It's not shiny. Shiny.
It is
spit.
shiny with
Shinier
spit.
now. Cool. I have a spit penny.
Butt penny.
It's not a butt penny.
It's not a butt penny.
It could be. Any
Could
penny
be.
could be. So you guys start moving your way towards this, and you'll notice that as you get closer, you will see that it is a pyramid shape, and it looks like just the top of whatever it is poking out of the ground. It does not smell like magic,
Okay.
and you don't see any magic on it. But it looks like it's glass as opposed to anything more valuable. Some sort of green glass material, and the section of it that you can see is like a 3 or 4 foot,
Is it hollow
Pyramid.
inside or is it solid?
as you get closer, you can tell that it is hollow inside.
Give it a knock.
Yeah, it vibrates slightly, but you can tell that.
Is there anything like can we look down?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you make a perception check?
I'm gonna look too.
Same.
15.
9.
18.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you guys are all able to see that this goes down like 30, 40 feet, like basically in like a shaft, and then everything in there is pretty dark. You guys all have dark vision, so you assume it's green, but it looks like that this is like the very top of something that's almost completely covered in sand.
Okay.
Do you want to break it and see go inside? Or...
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say.
want to just punch it or something?
Yeah. Well, I feel like one of us should go down and check it out. I would have volunteered, but I don't think you guys could hold up my weight.
Well, don't we have to break it in order to get into it?
Well,
Or was there an opening anywhere?
You don't see an opening from where you are.
Okay.
You're looking at like what seems to be like the top bit of a roof.
Yeah.
If you guys want me to break something, you know how much I love to break stuff.
Well, I have my rope of climbing. It makes it easy for us to climb up and down things.
Oh, cool.
It's this whole
So
thing.
break it.
All right.
Mork.
Back.
Break.
We're
More
gonna
smash.
stay out here.
All right.
Okay.
So back up
Mork
a little bit when you
smash.
break it, so you don't go through.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I do that.
All right. Cool. You break it. You hear the shattering of thousands of pieces of glass down onto it. And then you see, as more light comes in through that, you see it seems like everything in here is made out of green glass.
Ooh, green glassification.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like rope.
Oh, I wanna light a torch and drop it down first.
Cool. You light a torch and drop it down first. It is green. You're
Cool.
now 100%.
Is there anything like in there?
That you can see. You're looking straight down.
I wanted to see if there was
A
like
30-foot
any
shaft.
movement.
No, you don't see any movement.
All right, cool. Then I
All
will
you see
lead.
is-
Smell any magic?
Nope, not yet.
I will lead the way down.
Ah. Well, you see magic. He smells magic.
I also got a trinket. So,
Ooh.
and I got. The bard trinkets are great. You guys, somebody should play a bard in season 2 of Everett because the bard trinkets are great.
Definitely, it's on my list.
I got a rod that causes those looking at the tip of it to forget the last 5 minutes when you press a button.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's wild.
That's awesome.
Magic neuralizer.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's a 1 week recharge.
Whatever you want.
There. I think that's very reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah. Forget the last 5 minutes is dangerous, especially in Tamara's hands.
No doubt. Okay, cool. So you guys descend down rope. You make your way down.
This thing is stupidly useful.
Yeah. Hey, it's good to have a magic rope.
Yeah.
You guys make your way down, and it looks like this is some sort of chamber. It doesn't really seem to have much in the way of anything. It's got 2 doors.
Mhm.
One that seems to head deeper, because you can see through the glass that seems to lead toward like a large entrance hall.
Mhm.
And then the other one is backed up to what seems to be a balcony. You could intuit that if there was any furniture or anything in here, this might make a nice master bedroom.
Okay. Head out to the big entrance room.
Yeah, let's just be careful.
All right, cool.
I carefully go to
check
the
for
other room.
traps.
Cool.
Oh, we got long rests, right?
Yeah, you guys got long rests.
How did we set? Alright.
I got an 18 looking for traps on this door.
Okay.
I got
investigation?
13.
Yeah, investigation.
9? No, 11.
Okay. No, you don't see any traps on it. It opens smooth and perfectly quiet. But it is made completely out of glass.
Oh, did the goblin come with us?
Sure. Yeah, he'll come.
Okay, cool.
He takes his key, pops in his pocket.
Cool.
Smart guy.
Well, yeah, next room.
All right, cool. You open up the doors and you see this is like the grand hall, basically. You see that there are 2 half spiral staircases that seem to lead down, and you will see large hollow glass pipes, which seem to be coming up like right in front of where you guys are, of different widths.
Interesting. Is there a way to get into the pipes?
Not from where you are. They
Okay.
go pretty much up to the ceiling. And none of them are big enough for a person to
Oh,
fit
okay.
in. Although the biggest one is probably about yay big. About that big, internet.
What Morgan's gonna look around these pipes, see if there's like any openings, like you would on like those, the suction like male thingies, I forget what they're called.
Like the pneumatic tubes.
Yeah, thank you.
So you'll see at the very top of them, they're all cut at different angles,
Mhm.
and they all have openings up at the top.
Okay,
But
like by
through
the ceiling.
pipe, yeah, it's all solid.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
And then as you look, like you can see through the floor, but you can't really make anything out just because this glass is a lot thicker. So if you want to go downstairs, you gotta
Okay,
go
cool.
downstairs.
I'm bringing the
Torch.
torch with us
Sure.
to see colors.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So far, it's all been
Whoa,
Cool.
What is up? Thank you. Greetings, adventurers, raiders. You guys are.
Ooh.
Thank you for the raid. We are in a weird, evil.
Hello.
What's
Glass.
evil?
Pyramid
What?
thing?
What? You said evil.
Well, we're an evil game.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
It
combining
is.
things in my brain.
Ah, okay. Hi, we're Evil Game. We're
Whoa.
in the glass dungeon currently.
Apparently, yeah.
More
Alright.
goes down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Go downstairs.
Yeah, you guys make your way down the stairs. As you come all the way around, you will see, like forward, there's like a really big door, and it looks like that there's you could open these and there's like a pocket of air without any sand, and you'll see like some movement, like almost like a swirling mist on the other side of those doors. And then behind you guys, as you come down, there is like a massive mirror, and there's also what looks to be keys for like a piano.
Ooh.
On either side of the mirror.
Interesting.
Press one of the keys.
All right. Cool. As you press down one of the keys, you feel a vibration as one of the pipes goes, and it's just like, woo, and it almost sounds like a voice singing. It's so pure and sweet. Much better than I did it.
Pipe organ, kind of.
Yeah,
like
literally.
like a pipe.
Well, that's
a
what I was
glass pipe
thinking when he
organ.
was describing the pipes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is either a Mario reference
Yeah, I was thinking
or
that
it's
too.
like an organ.
Okay.
And as you do that, you will see the mirror start to shimmer just a little bit.
Ooh,
Interesting.
there's
I'm gonna
magic
look-
afoot. There's magic afoot,
Detect
right?
magic. Oh.
You have detect magic up, but you don't smell or see any magic. Maybe just the faintest shimmer when you hit the note.
Yo, Temerity, do you know one of these things works?
What do you mean, the organ?
Yeah, the can you
Yeah.
play?
Yeah, you're a music man.
It's a stringed instrument.
Yeah, I know.
You still haven't gotten the lute just right,
But
but
I have a loose tuning peg. That's
Yeah.
the last note I have in my note.
that is you do. But you'll get it. You just
Yeah.
need a place where you can get a new tuning peg.
I didn't want that guy to have it.
Cool.
So.
I mean, we could look around the room to see if there are any
Yeah,
clues on
there's
what
like
you should play.
Yeah, we can see if we can find
Yeah.
like some music notes.
Yeah, let's look around.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll take a
Okay,
look.
cool.
See.
You guys can roll
Rolling like shit.
investigation.
8.
3.
Ooh, 23.
All right, cool. So as you're looking, you can see that the way that this building is shaped, just to compared to the sun from where you were outside, is that if this was exposed to sunlight, you would be able to see notes on the wall behind it. It's
Oh.
difficult to see right now, but you might be able to make them out.
Can we shine light on it? And would that help?
Do you have a way to shine light on it?
I'm looking.
The torchlight is not consistent enough to produce the
Yeah.
effect
What
as
about
you raise
a
it up to it.
fireball?
No. Yes, there's certainly enough light in a fireball.
Yeah, for a little bit. All right, so I've got mage hand, so we can lift the torch up and try to read it that way.
Is any light from
it's
outside
the
coming down?
No,
into
it's all
this?
covered. There is that little bit of light from the sunlight above, but that's just coming through the top bit of the spire. Everything else is under.
Because
the
I was
same.
wondering, I was trying to think if we could what is it? The Mummy, where they have the bunch of mirrors and like ping the light off of things. To try
Oh
to
yeah,
hit
you don't
it
have
at
a bunch of mirrors.
We have
though.
a mirror.
Well, we
Yeah,
have a
a-
mirror, so I was gonna say maybe there are other mirrors around, or like we can take some of the broken bits of glass.
No, as far as you can tell, you might be able to take some of the broken bits of glass, but it won't reflect because it's green.
Yeah.
You'll lose a lot of the light through each
Yeah.
go.
What if we have a bunch of torches?
Does it look like it's in the glass, or do we think if we were to somehow get comically stand on each other's shoulders, do like a charcoal rub over the notes?
It looks like it doesn't look like it's set into the glass. It looks like the glass is like a little bit thinner in some spots.
Hey,
So
what's the
you
goblin's-
might be able to draw it if you got up close to it and could tell.
What's the goblin's name?
You never asked.
Hey,
Wait,
buddy.
is it-
Yeah.
Do you have a bullseye lantern?
This notebook is just a disaster.
Yeah.
Can we try it out?
It's not Mucka, is it?
No.
Mucka was the other guy with guns?
No. He said his name was Mucka, but that's not his name.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna be. That's what we've been calling him.
Yep.
Alright, Mucka.
So yeah, I want to use his bullseye lantern and try and use that as like a focused beam onto and see if
Cool.
we can that'll substitute.
Yeah, that works great. You're able to read a couple of the notes through it. It's just like a normal treble clef bit of piano music.
Okay.
So you're able to read it fine. And if you're careful, you might be able to recreate the sounds.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do that.
Guidance.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Why don't you make a performance check?
Okay.
4.
That's 18 26.
Okay, cool. As you're going, right, it starts up, and just all these different voices, you all come together, and you can hear them start to like almost sing a song in a language that none of you guys can completely understand. It almost seems like it's got like some harsh syllables, and it almost seems like an amalgam of like 3 or 4 different languages. It's like common adjacent,
Okay.
but none of it fully makes sense. Like you could pick out like words, and like fate and fire are 2 of the words that like seem to kind of like come together. But and then door is like the last thing you hear. And as it goes and it builds up, the whole place starts shaking just a little bit. And as it goes and goes and goes, you actually hear cracking coming from the very top where you guys busted your way in. And then right before it shatters, you see the mirror lights up, and you see a face light up within it. And then you hear like, and the very top begins to shatter, and then like sand starts pouring in, but the face is up in the mirror.
What is it, just like a humanoid face?
It's like a comedy tragedy mask face.
Okay.
Like
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
From Shrek.
Similar to the mirror on the wall from Shrek.
Oh. You started.
Oh, I was just doing it as a joke. I don't know what to ask it.
We don't even know if we can ask any questions, but we don't have time.
We don't.
Stop!
The sky!
Ah!
Hi!
How do we get
Hello.
out of this desert?
I would walk if I were you.
Good.
Why are you here?
I'm sorry I didn't understand the first word of your question.
Why are you here?
I was made here.
What is here?
This was the Green Palace.
Who lived here?
The great and powerful Green Wizard.
Of us?
No.
Yo, what's that swirling air behind that door?
Oh, that is ghosts.
Oh, wow!
Yep.
Are they friendly?
No. In
Oh,
fact,
she-
they are not.
We should leave them there.
I actually don't have an opinion on that. They'd leave me alone.
Oh, that's good.
Alright.
Is there anything? What else is there to see down here besides ghosts and you?
Oh, I'm it, pretty much. There used to be a lot of other magical artifacts around here. It's super magical, by the way.
How big is the mirror?
The mirror is like 15 feet.
Oh.
How long do you think before this whole thing comes down?
3.5 minutes.
Got it.
Run!
You
Bye!
don't need to run. It took you less. You could get out of here.
And like,
30 seconds is all you'd need.
all right,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
question time. What questions do we have? We got 3.5. We got 3 minutes. To ask
What is
questions.
your purpose?
Oh,
Like, what do you
Answer
do?
questions. I answer questions. What do you do?
All of them?
Well, yeah,
Oh.
Can we take you out of this place?
you could.
Like, can you transfer into, like, a different substance, or if we took a shard of your mirror?
No, definitely don't do that. Don't break me. I'll be broken.
Okay. Well, then I commend you.
No, you couldn't. The magic would be destroyed.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have hands.
But, yeah.
Hey, I don't know any questions.
Podrick.
He's paralyzed
Yeah, that's about right.
from the neck down, sitting in a jail cell.
Yeah, that's about right.
Where's... Oh, you go first.
What happened to Arla?
Arla? Oh, she's alive.
Good for her!
Currently enthralled by hags.
Why did Waterdeep attack Calimport?
They had slaves. They don't like slavery in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that'll do it.
They attempted peaceful negotiations. Unfortunately, that didn't work.
Am I still wanted in 10 towns?
Yes.
Am I still wanted in 10 towns?
No.
Yes.
Am I still wanted in 10 towns?
No.
Cool.
Damn.
What was the identity of the vigilante that got away? Describe the situation. There were 2 vigilantes in 10 towns. The one died. What was the other one that got away?
Oh, he
Ooh, there you
was an
go.
elf. His name was Calthier.
So you're the elf. All right.
He is still alive. He doesn't like you guys
Yeah.
and knows your faces.
Yeah.
He
How's
has a gun. Yep.
what's her name? The robot lady from the train.
Angie?
Angie
How's
is
Angie doing?
alive and well and currently killing gnomes. 7, 8, 11 gnomes.
All right.
To date, she has killed 498 gnomes.
She's living her best life.
Good job,
What was
Angie.
up with that illusion thing in that old weird shop in Neverwinter?
Oh, that is a mimic.
Got it. Cool.
Where's the best place for us to go next? Can you answer like weird?
Out
Out
there
of
future?
this room. No.
Okay.
All right.
You have 1.5 minutes remaining before you must leave.
Okay.
What's your name?
I have no name.
Oh,
God, these are
all right.
pointless questions. Don't you have? Never mind.
I'm sorry.
All right. I have all of the questions. All right. Does the king have a weakness?
Of course, you could stab him or kill him most ways.
Does he have something that he holds dear more than anything else?
Sure, he has a wife and children.
Great. Okay. I think we knew that, but I'm gonna write that.
Oh, is this the king guy that we're
yeah.
fighting?
This is all of the things that are
I think-
important to us.
Yes.
It's been so long.
Make
What's up
money.
with my buck diamond?
Oh, that is a shard of an eldritch being. It is currently metastasized within you and is producing redacted.
What?
Redacted.
What's that word mean?
Redacted.
You can't use the definition of a word in its. You can't use a word in its own definition.
That was not a question.
What took control of me and made me kill my wife?
Oh, that was a group of clerics which wanted to prevent the end of existence.
Wait, his wife was gonna destroy the world?
No, turns out that was wrong. Incorrect. You now have 1 minute and 8 seconds to leave.
Oh.
What was the name of the group of clerics?
They are the keepers of the moon.
Are we gonna go kill the keepers of the moon?
I don't know.
That wasn't for you. That was for him.
That's good. I can't interpret motivation.
Oh.
How far are we from the nearest checkpoint? Nearest oasis.
304 wheels.
What's a wheel?
0.6 miles.
Got it. Okay. Is there food and water between here and that point?
Yes, all of your food on the camel is moving north currently.
Shit!
Ah!
Okay. Bye.
Bye!
Goodbye!
We do leave.
I do leave. I climb back up my
Yeah.
rope and then pull back up my rope.
Yeah, so guys, as you guys are going, there's like a lot of sand in the room that you were in. And as you guys finish climbing out, you see like the tower that was cracked. Whoever's last, like their foot on the edge of it, like cracks it real bad, and then the sand just starts pouring in. And he's like, "This is terrible. Don't forget me."
Well, it's gonna be hard to remember you, bud. You don't got a name.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
All right. So.
They left.
Yeah. Yep. Those 3 guys.
They
took
took
the camel.
Canada. That's 2
Hey,
camels
buddy.
you've lost today.
Who are you talking about?
The gnome whose name we don't know.
Is his bike
Goblin.
still there?
Goblin, sorry.
Yeah, his bike is still there. He has his keys.
Can you give one of us a ride to catch up to them?
I could catch up to him.
Yeah, but can you take someone else with you?
Not fast. Not faster than a camel. They're like 1.5 miles up there.
I have haste. Can I haste us and can we or one of us and
I mean, I do have a 40-foot movement speed.
So you'd have 80
haste
foot.
It would be 80 foot, and I could dash.
You
and
could
dash.
haste my
I could haste the bike
bike. It would move a lot faster.
with
than,
2 people.
With 2 people, it would still move faster than you.
So if you 2 go on the bike and I haste it,
Hop on, let's go.
Let's do it. I'm
we'll
gonna kill them
leisurely
all.
stroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys could help.
I mean, we'll get there when we get there.
Oh, can you buff me? Make me buffer? Other than the thing you're already doing. Temerity, help me out. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You see, he's got like a cup holder, except his gun fits in there.
Ooh, that's a good. Where do you put your cup?
He throws on his helmet.
That is brilliant.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have a cup holder on it.
It's just a hat.
It's just a helmet.
Helmets are brilliant.
You're right. They save your life. You could use one.
Yeah, you could use one now.
I will give more bardic inspiration, and I will tell him to don't fuck it up.
And you cast haste?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys like start absolutely motoring behind these guys. They're like, by the time you get on there, you're like, they're like 2 miles away, and they hear the motorcycles start kicking up, and they like kick up. One of the guys bails and just starts running like straight west. So you could go after him, but the camel is,
Camela.
yeah. So you guys, and you move up, and they're doing their best to get away, but there's no way at all. One of them's gonna turn around and shoot a crossbow bolt. And it is going to hit the bike right in his front wheel, but it's gonna keep on like its way on. And the guy was like, no. And then right as you guys are like right there, the haste is going to end, and you're both going to go flying over the front handlebars, and you are going to be midair right next to the camel. Well, right next to the sled.
Cool.
So you can roll for initiative.
All right.
We got one roll for initiative as well.
Natty 1.
Ooh, he got a natural 20.
Is that worth a charge?
Technically, we should have been level 7, I think. Start our conversation.
You know what?
You should be level 7 right now.
Why aren't
Because we haven't leveled you guys up yet.
No.
That'll do it. I'm gonna
You
use a
said
charge.
you were level 7 after you did this.
Yep.
At the end of last session in February.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
True.
That's 7.
7.
Waste of a charge.
Yeah, waste of a charge. He is gonna, in cool fashion, as his bike stops, he's gonna grab the one gun out of his cup, and then he's gonna grab the other one, and midair he's gonna take 4 shots. It looks really cool, but he's only gonna hit once. But he is gonna shoot one of the guys right in his stupid head.
Good.
Yeah. And the other guy's gonna be like, "Oh no!" Because he's one of the guys.
And I'm gonna say, "Oh yeah!"
And the guy is going to turn around with his spear as you're midair and like swipe at you. Your armor class is a 17. Look at that, I remember. So he's gonna hit you for 4 points of damage.
Oh, you dumb bitch.
And then I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Memory of bardic inspiration.
17.
All right, cool. You feel like a little pulse of something on the end of his spear, but it's not affecting you right now.
All right.
And then it's your turn.
Cool. I am going to, just for effect, I want to flex where he stabbed me and like pop the spear out forcefully. And then I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, "You stole from the wrong guy's motherfucker." And then go for an upswing with my axe. I'm going to do it recklessly.
Okay.
I'm not going to use you because you're not doing good for me. This is super cocked. That's better. Cool. So that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Let's go. Avenge Gabitha.
Well, she's not dead.
Yeah, but like they
Avenge
took
it.
her,
Leave
so
it
it's
there.
kind of avenging.
No. Reclaim her.
Rescue.
Yeah.
Oh, but I still get the
Forcefully
D6.
take back.
How'd you do?
I got a 1 on the roll.
That's gonna happen sometimes.
So that is, that was plus 7, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 damage.
All right, cool. Yeah, even though it looks really cool, you can tell that you like kind of hit him side blade on. But yeah, that's still enough to just like come up right up underneath his armor and just chop his arm off.
Fuck yeah.
He falls to the ground and bleeds out immediately.
All right, and then
dies
I'm
from
gonna
a shock.
swing at the other guy.
Oh no, he's dead.
He got shot.
He got shot in the face.
Oh
The
yeah.
other guy was running.
How
Yeah,
far
man.
away is running guy?
He's at this point. He jumped off as soon as he saw you guys start after him with speed. So he's like 300 feet away at this point. You could probably track him down.
I'm going to hop on to the sled and Kamala over to him.
All right. So Kamala looks back at you and is like, "That's just covered in snot still. That's Kamala's face is not great.
Clean it up.
You clean it up a little bit, but it's in there, and it's all
Persistent.
green and like gross. Definitely not the healthiest camel you ever seen.
All right, but still, like,
in that bouncy sort of camel sort of way, and you catch right up to him, and he's like, "It wasn't my idea. I'm sorry."
And I kill him.
Oh, okay, you do. You just absolutely fuck him up. He puts his hands up, and he's like, "Ah!"
Oh,
then-
fun fact, buddy, if you don't start nothing, it won't... Oh shit, I forget how that ends. Ooh, if you don't start nothing,
There's just
it won't.
guts steaming
It
on
won't.
the ground. You guys see these first two guys fall, and then you just see the camel, and like for you guys, it's not even like you could just tell immediately.
It's like, oh,
Just off in the distance.
I'm gonna strip the body and then divvy up the meat.
Cool.
Like, cut off the limbs. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, get the butt stuff out of there and
Sure.
grab some of the more edible
Bits,
bits.
the back fats and whatnot. Okay, cool. Yeah, you get all of like the meat.
We're 0.6 miles.
No. You
No.
are
So 3.6?
300 times 0.6 miles.
Oh, okay. Because that's
So-
you said 300 wheels, and I said how many?
There is
Each wheel
Each
is
wheel.
weight.
0.6.
My mistake.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So yeah, gut, and then I bury all the other bits to keep the predators, because we're coming this we're heading this way soon. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So you take a goodly portion of meats, and then these guys come strolling up a couple minutes later, like just fine
Did
and
it.
dandy.
do you feel better?
I do.
a little bit, yeah,
He waited until you guys got here to put his guns away for dramatic effect.
it was worth it.
Uh,
I got his meat and whatever this guy had on him.
Cool.
Yeah, he the one guy has a spear, and you can see that inside of the spear it's got like a loading tube, and it looks like he's got like a couple little poison cartridges in it.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna hand it over to Temerity. Maybe you could do something with this design.
Yeah.
But
Looks like you load one in and you push it all the way up through, and then I don't know. It looks like maybe there's some sort of mechanism that busts the vial, and then it feeds it up in.
But also, if you're not gonna use that one, I will totally use that. If people too far away, like that would be fun to throw.
This looks like some sort of
and then it would be mad.
desert scorpion.
Oh
venom.
yeah.
Doesn't look super potent,
Okay.
but
Ooh. Put the hallucinogenic cactus juice in.
Oh.
Someone.
That's a great idea.
that is a good
I feel
idea.
like the hallucinogenic cactus is more of a slip it in a drink rather than
Oh, it does.
stabbing
Eh.
somebody.
I'll-
with it. You
I
pretty
will
much
stab
have to
juice
tip your
in you.
hand
Hey,
when you're
Goblin guy.
stabbing them.
What would
Like-
happen? Did the goblin guy know about the cactuses at all?
No, I think
No,
it's
the
just
guys
a-
are-
Nah, I came from 10.
Because
pounds,
there, I don't. I mean, like we could test it and see what happens if it's injected.
No,
do you volunteer for that?
No, not now.
Okay.
I just imagine.
Yeah, when we
there are
find
other people
some
that we don't
people.
care about.
Hey, whatever.
Whatever. Anyway.
Alright,
It's
Internet, we're gonna
it's
go
for
take a
science.
quick break so these guys can level up and we can refresh on some coffee. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Hey Internet, welcome back to Evil Game. The group just killed the guys that tried to steal their sled and camel, which was a terrible, terrible decision, but one that they made in haste. Cool. Sean, why don't you roll me a d20?
8.
All right, cool. As you're going through, you see that like there is like very sparse grass coming up through the sand, and it's slowly becoming coarser.
Ooh.
And there's no longer the massive sand dunes. Things are. It looks almost like a almost like a river valley around
Okay.
here. It's kind of flattened out a lot,
Okay.
and it's become
cool.
more craggy.
Nice. This is a good sign. If we need to, we might be able to dig and get some groundwater at this point.
So far, you guys have been okay. There's been a couple of the big cactuses. You guys are not like, you're probably down to like 20 gallons in your 55-gallon drum.
Okay. I was also going to say, now that
skin.
it's just us, we'll just take all of the juice from the cactus and kill the cactus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, fuck anyone else who's going to come here.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So each cactus will give you like almost like 6 gallons
Okay,
of,
cool.
of liquid.
Yeah.
Although it is more pungent the lower down you drill into it.
Okay. That makes sense.
So it's not
Cool.
great, but it's okay.
It'll keep us alive.
Ted, why don't you roll me a d20?
10.
Okay, cool. So as you're going, why don't you roll me a d4?
It can be fun.
A d4?
Oh, sure.
Here.
You come across a cactus, and it is big, and it's got it's like a big roundish shape, and it has purple flowers with tiny little white dots on it.
And what do we remember this one was?
This is the heavily hallucinogenic cactus. It's just one by itself.
Just a decent spell.
I'm gonna go harvest some juice.
Okay, cool. This juice is like very, very smelly.
Ooh.
But it's also like pretty viscous, and just even just like the sniff of it is like a little bit heady, man.
Alright. This is gonna be too much work. I'm just gonna leave it.
No.
I think so.
Cool.
Okay, characters. Sorry.
Temerity found one of the heavy hallucinogenic cactuses. He decided to leave it. It's like a really thick. It's almost like a paste. The juice inside of it. It's like right on the edge of still being a liquid, and it is quite smelly. But you could take some if you felt like it.
I'm gonna take a little vial.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna take a vial over here too.
As you go through it, you get like a little bit on your fingers, and they start tingling. You clean it off. Fingers still tingle pretty good though, just from that. You can feel it like underneath your fingernails, and then like you really do feel your fingernails like growing a little bit.
Oh wow. Like a bad way?
Not like visually, like
Oh.
but like you can feel it, like you know they do grow, and you can feel that they are actively growing. In fact, you can
That is
actively
so
feel
crazy.
the cells in your skin right around your fingers just like slowly falling off, but also growing new ones at the same time. And like each little individual cell, as it turns into dust from the desert heat, like falling is like a tiny death. But also, as you create new cells, a tiny rebirth.
Darian sheds a single tear.
A single tear.
So, Temerity,
Mm.
you got a dead wife.
Yes.
No, she was killed by clerics.
Well, yeah, so kind of.
Do you
wanna
wanna
go
you
kill 'em?
want some help doing something about that?
Yes, very much so.
All right. Whoa.
I don't know anything about them other than their name and that.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I think I'm okay.
Oh thank God.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool, man. If
You kind of already heard. Remember the spooky story thing?
yeah, that was autobiographical.
Yeah,
I
that was the whole thing.
didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, that
Art
was the whole...
imitates life, man.
What?
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 His art imitated his life.
You smell the cactus juice.
Ugh.
It smells a little bit like body odor. Weird.
Oh, we should put that stuff in their food so they trip balls for a couple days while we kill them.
Ooh.
Just keep it in mind. I mean, this is your baby.
Fine, I will...
We'll follow you.
Change my mind and I'll resample. I'll take... I don't know.
Darian took some. That's
Yeah, I'll
fine.
take like a potion jar full.
Okay.
of-
Yeah, I was gonna say like one drop is making me feel my finger grow.
Okay.
Then putting
Ugh.
some in someone's
It's like having Podrick.
Even just like
soup or
having your
something,
hand like
oh.
close enough in the cactus that you're able to harvest this, like you definitely start to feel.
I have gloves.
I
I can't see them.
Yes.
Invisible, but I do have magic gloves on.
Even so, like right at the
Yeah,
end of
yeah,
your
yeah.
wrist,
Okay.
it's just like every single hair on your body like starts like tingling, and you can kind of just like, you can see, like you can't look at the sun, but you understand the sun.
Got it.
Looking at it.
I see.
So you gain a +2 on any sun related rolls.
Great.
For the whole rest of the day.
I love it.
If somebody asked you what time it was, you'd be pretty sure.
Alright, that's good. Make sure we're going the right way.
Yeah. Oh no, you're feeling confident. Although at this point, like if you guys were going 100% the right way, you probably would have run into that oasis. You have enough water right now, but it seems like you missed it.
Oh.
That's about right.
But that means that you're probably well past it at this point.
All right.
So
Cool.
who knows? So you guys
Yes.
making your way through
Yeah.
the desert on your camel with your goblin buddy and your cat friend. And things are going perfectly fine. Celine, why don't you roll me?
Wait a
D20?
second. The next time we find a cactus that isn't hallucinatory, I want to, like, after we harvest the bits, I want to put it in I want to put, like, one of the arms in my magic pouch that turns vegetables into meat and see if it works.
Oh.
Okay.
That's right.
So I put it in
What
there and
happens
then
if
I
you
pull
do
it
one
out.
of the hallucinogens?
Do I have a cactus arm of beef jerky?
Are cactuses vegetables?
They're a plant.
They're a plant,
They are
so
a
it
plant.
depends on how loose your term is,
Wait a
your
minute,
definition
let's see
is.
how I wrote it down.
I think they're. I mean, it's a desert plant. I don't know if it's.
I wouldn't eat a cactus.
Bag that turns plant food into meat. Plant-based food. Oh, okay, so I think it would have to be food.
Yes, I think it would
Cactus
have
is
to
not
be food
Anything
enough.
is food if you put it in your mouth and chew it and
Very
swallow it.
nice.
Do you want to demonstrate that by eating part of this cactus?
No.
You try
Me
it.
neither.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Alright.
It's still cactus.
11.
I tried.
Okay, cool. So you are making your way through, and it's unusual. You guys feel like somehow you've sped up drastically. I don't know. Maybe it's like the fact that like the ground has started to like, kind of rough out a little bit, and there's not as much dune, but like you feel like you're going like almost double the speed that you guys were.
Okay, cool.
You're starting to see like more animals. You're starting to see like a couple like desert foxes, lizards skittering away from you guys. A couple of unusually large spiders, but like unusually large, like dinner plate size, not like, other bugs that you've run into recently.
Yeah.
Good.
The amount of cactuses grows, but like you only see like there's not many of like the really big ones that for sure are safe.
Yeah.
But you guys are able to harvest enough water and whatnot. And the next couple of weeks go by pretty uninteresting.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys are able to find food, forage,
Is
perfectly okay.
Edom still with us?
Yeah, he's just walking like over there. He hasn't really said much. Every once in a while, he'll make like a unusual observation.
Once we get once we're like booking it in like normal places, eventually Morg is gonna be like, "So what's your deal, robot?"
Oh, me. I'm just here to just get along,
No, I don't. That's
Like,
why I'm
get
asking.
along with us or in life?
Both, I guess, right? I mean,
Okay.
you guys seem to do well. I've seen you fight. Everybody's capable, clearly. I'm also a capable warrior, although with magic. So I figured I could come along. Don't talk much. If you don't want me, I'll go someplace else. I don't really care all that much, but
I don't really
this
care
is as
at
good
all.
as any place. Mostly, just trying to kill people that build robots.
Kill people that build robots?
Yeah, or robots, other robots.
Why?
Why? We actually have some robot friends.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't have to kill all robots, but just
Honestly, we just found out that our robot friend has killed 400, etc.
Probably 500 at this
Probably 500 at this point. Gnomes. So like, she sounds capable. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, just robots that like want to fight. I'll fight them. Or like people that make robots, because you shouldn't make robots.
But
That are
you're-
self-aware. That's wrong. You just making stuff just for no reason. You don't understand how the brain works really of a robot. Do you ever understand what a robotic brain is? Of course you don't. That's okay. It's not really your thing.
This is so much more than I expected you to talk.
Yeah. Well, you started talking to me, so here I am chatting.
You're good at it.
Thanks. Yeah, I've always been good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If we see any robot,
I'm
how
about
do you
3
feel?
months old at this point.
Oh, you're doing good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was fully formed. Good to go.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man.
All right.
If you see any robots, you let us know,
Cool. Yeah,
and then we'll hurt them.
sure.
If
Yeah,
you want
if you
us
see clerics, moon clerics, I'll let you know.
Thanks. Ooh. Hey, can you do that thing where people try to do magic and you're like, nah?
Yeah.
We should bring
All right.
it along when we fight the clerics in case they do that cool spell. You know, when they clap. I don't know what it's called.
I'd be probably more worried about the mind control because it seems pretty powerful.
Who is?
The clerics.
What does? The mind control?
Yeah.
Oh, the story. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So sure, man. Yeah. Come.
Tag along.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Keep,
cool.
You keep it up. You're doing great.
Yeah, well, it's walking. I can walk.
Clearly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Impressive.
In a straight line.
All right.
Completely straight.
I'm gonna walk away now. And then I walk away.
All right, he doesn't respond to that.
Keep going.
All right,
Keep
cool.
going.
So you guys are going. Yeah, everybody's pretty tan now, except for Temerity. He doesn't get tanner.
Do I get grayer?
No, you get tanner.
Oh,
Oh God!
that's off-putting.
Yeah, it's just like it's just starting to come through, like so, like a little bit of like, brown almost. Like your tan is or your gray is becoming brownish. It's the
Yeah,
humidity.
it's
Like the water changing cups, or like the temperature changing cups.
Yeah,
In the
basically.
Your body just slowly fades
Yeah.
into brown.
Everybody's got like, even though you can't see it, everybody's got some at least sunburn on their face.
Oh,
you know.
definitely. Darren's a
Everybody's
pale girl.
dry. You know, they've got cracks in your fingers and
Dry lips.
yep.
Oh, once we're out of the sand, I pop the glass off my.
Cool. So you guys have been walking at night, and you've it's been almost a full moon cycle at this point, and it's almost a full moon again at this point when you've come to what seems to be like the end of the desert. You guys crest a smallish hill, and you see laid out in front of you, like probably like 6 or 7 miles in the distance, you see like a large river. It looks brownish, the water, and it seems like it's slow moving, and it's big. It looks like it's maybe 200-300 feet wide. And you can see to the south of where you guys are, because the river runs from west to east. You can see that there is a grouping of buildings. It looks like maybe it's a small town. And everybody can make me a perception check.
I need you to also roll me a D40.
Fuck you. 13 for that perception.
9.
18.
Okay. So you guys can't really seem to make much else out. But Temerity, as you're looking at it, you'll see standing in the center of the town. That looks like there's like a real massive pole just like poking out like up above, and you can see on the top of it is like a giant white circle that seems to be shaped like a moon.
I will inform you all of this.
Once we get
Oh.
like close to the river, Morg is going to strip naked except for the shoulder smasher and dive in.
Cool. You guys make your way down there.
Water!
I'll keep an eye out for desert-like things that might live in a river that might try to eat more.
Like big old crocodiles and
Yeah,
stuff. Sure.
yeah.
That makes sense.
He's had a really great time with large things bigger than
I
him.
got the shoulder smasher.
The water is super murky. It's
great.
pretty brackish and brown. As you get in, like you can tell that it's fresh water, and it's okay to drink, but there's like a lot of sediment. As you guys look to the west, like in the very far distance, you can see like just like a little ripple of mountain. So obviously it's coming from there and it's heading towards the sea. But as you get closer to the town, you don't have a problem swimming. Swimming goes great. It's wonderful.
Cool. Morg just wants to get wet.
Yeah.
Dives in, comes
Okay,
right
so
back.
As you
There,
go,
just dip some feeding.
you get like 30 feet into the river, and then it's deep enough that you can't touch.
Okay, then I turn around and go back.
Yeah. So it's it's a pretty slow slope down and then back up. The camel walks over to it and like big snot block ends up in the river, like just upstream of you.
Oh, I swim fast and
he
try and get away.
Roll me dexterity.
Ooh, I put on my fish mask, which doubles my, lets me hold my breath twice as long, doubles my movement speed. I have a weird fish mask.
I remember your weird fish mask.
Well, you
Yeah.
also have a 45, D45.
I rolled that. That was a 24.
Ooh.
It lets me hold my breath twice as long. So I put on my fish mask and I dive under the snot.
Cool. You make it under it,
Oh.
even without the fish mask. You
Oh,
do.
okay, cool.
But
And then I,
you come back up, and now you have a fish mask.
all right, and I go get dressed again.
And apparently a helmet made from the skull of a bear, a tiger, or a hatchling dragon.
You can't tell.
Oh, definitely one of them.
You guys can't tell. It's a little, like, just a little bit eroded
Okay.
from the water, because that's you found it in the
Yeah.
water. And you guys are like, that's just like a skull. It's not really a helmet. And you're like, no, it's totally a helmet.
Definitely a helmet.
Yeah, you can tell by the way I can fit my head there.
Gotcha.
Which you can, to be fair.
And I do that.
You do that, I guess.
It's
What?
ambiguously menacing.
So,
So,
yeah.
So there's that town over there. It's on the other side of the river from you guys. Now that you're down like near the water level, it's probably like a half mile south and across the river. But you can see that there are like a couple dozen horses that are just like kind of like roaming around out there. You can see that like right near the river on that side, it looks like rice paddies. You know, it's like tiered up.
Mhm.
So there's rice growing. You can see like past that, there's a lot of wheat, a lot of corn. Just there's some other stuff. It looks like maybe there's a couple trees, like even further south, that look like they might be fruit trees of some sort. But just general farmer type village, and you can see that the town itself is just like one main road,
Mhm.
and then there's just buildings on both sides of it. And as you get closer, now that you're like near the edge of the water, you can see that on this big moon, you guys can see it now, obviously, the pole.
Oh, that,
Um,
yeah, I see.
You'll see that there is a woman riding a horse with a bow. And
Okay.
on the face of the moon. Yeah. And it looks like it's almost all the way up.
Do I recognize that symbol, the lady on the moon with the bow?
You can roll me a history check.
Nope.
You don't. You can tell it's a lady with a bow,
You know what that is?
and that's a horse.
I don't
Nice.
know.
It's a
She
nice.
pretty?
What do you think
With
about
the
it?
clerics of the moon and stuff. I don't know if that's a...
She looks serious, but not unattractive.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if I know that.
Sure. You roll a history check. Well, the lady,
8.
certainly, she's got a horse, a bow and arrow.
I got a 6.
Okay,
What?
that's not good.
Why not?
Ah! 22!
All right, cool. Yeah, you would know that in the southern parts of the Sword Coast, that people track the year by the phases, like by the phases of the moon. So, like through the year, there are 13 different moons, and
Oh.
that the sixth one is the Huntress Moon, which this is the symbol of.
Ah! Tells you what time of year it is.
What time of year is it?
Huntress Moon time.
It's not as helpful as you might think.
Well, that's how people
It's
are in the
12
South,
months,
alright?
12 months in a year. It's the 6th month, right? You said?
Yeah, but it's 13 moons, 12
13
months, 13 moons.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys will have to cross the river. You can see that
Is there
there
a
is a guy who has there's like, on the other side of it, there's like a little dock, and there's a guy standing there, and it looks like maybe he's got like a big raft. He's got like a little bell, and he's just sitting.
Hey, buddy!
Oh, yeah?
How much do you use your raft?
Oh, come over, pick you up, bring it back here?
Yeah.
4 gold for the lot of you.
Sure. I'll take one of those, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, head a little bit down the river there.
I do that.
Okay.
Same.
So you guys head downriver, and like he's slowly, like he's got like a big old pole, and he's pushing it, and you can see the pole's like maybe like 25 feet long, and like by the middle of the river, he's like just got the end of it, and slowly brings it up, and he's got a rope that is attached to the end of his raft, and he makes it all the way across, and he's like, "Oh well, I'll stop you from getting wet, but I'll have to take your penny here on this side."
Sure. I give him 4 gold.
Yeah.
Cool. You give him 4 gold. He bites each one individually, and oh, yep, tastes right. You guys all jump on with your camel.
You're a weird guy.
Well, you know, you never know with these desert types. What kind of
Counterfeit
stuff you
gold.
gonna get? Yeah, give counterfeit
Fool's
gold.
gold.
Fool's gold. See, she know.
Sure.
Darian has flawlessly picked up the accent of the of the town.
Fools go.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh, all right. Well, if you guys wouldn't mind giving an old man a hand, well, we can all pull this rope together. We'll get back double quick.
Cool.
Sure.
He starts doing
Have
it.
fun, big guy.
You help. It goes double quick. You get all the way back. Oh, thank you there, boy. Appreciate it. Here's a silver for your trouble.
Ha ha!
Aha.
Suck it, nerds.
Oh, wow. That was some strong names you use there, boy. You gotta be a little more careful using that sort of language. Nobody likes that word.
What, nerd?
No, so.
Nobody likes suck?
No.
Well,
Well, please
whatever.
don't say it. It's offensive.
It's offensive?
It's
Offensive
offensive.
to my
It's-
ears.
It's an action.
Thank you. And I get off the raft.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Well, shit. I guess I won't say that word.
Thank you.
Fuck me, right?
Joe,
No, it's a... Never mind.
are you sure?
It's a
I
colloquialism.
think it's a little lonely here, but all right. Have a wonderful day.
You know what? I'll think about it.
All right. Well,
We'll
I'll
talk
be
later.
here till later. Yep. Have fun in town.
You see more be like,
He's pretty old.
You could do worse.
I've done worse.
He's certainly not magic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I like him, because he doesn't smell like shit.
It's not. It's not like shit. It's like body odor.
Okay, fine. He doesn't smell like body odor.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool.
but if you did, you'd be giving him all sorts of
Stuff.
stuff.
You can give him
Yeah,
bad
I
stuff.
don't think I give a shit.
That's a very good point. All right, so there you guys go. So there is the town in front of you. There's about 24 buildings, which are all kind of lined up in a row, like Old West town
Mm-hmm.
style, like that.
I'm gonna ask the nearest person where the saloon is.
I will get there. You just wait just for a second. I'm gonna set the setting,
Sorry.
and then you can do it.
I just wanted to
in
get the
the
word
middle-
saloon in there.
Yeah, there is a saloon. I wrote it down. I actually wrote an inn, and then I crossed it out and wrote the saloon instead. So in the center of the town, there's that big massive pole that you saw, and you can see that there's like a large platform built around it, and you can see that there are a bunch of different notches along it, and it looks like maybe the moon can get raised and lowered. Look, there's 14 notches.
Sure.
So that's the whole moon right there. So you can see that the town is actually pretty quiet. There is a saloon, and there's some old timey music coming from some sort of piano in
Hell
it.
yeah.
And you can see it's got the double wing doors. And you can see that there is there are 2 like little market stands set up on either side of the street.
Cool.
One of them looks like a livery stand. You can buy leather type products there. And then on the other side, there's like a pretty fancy looking display, and you can see there's like a wooden arm that's like waving back and forth. And it says Mr. Buckets, and you can see that there's like a big bucket head with like a big cartoon face on it, and you'll see that there's a guy standing there, and he's like all like in like a fancy dress attire, and on his head he has a bucket, and it has the same cartoon face. He's like, "Come on over, get a bucket. Everybody likes buckets here."
I'm out of money for buckets.
We don't need
No. My bucket.
High quality buckets.
My bucket fund is empty.
Hey, you never know when you're gonna need a bucket.
So
Fuck it, get a bucket.
You know what that got me? How much is a bucket?
6 gold.
No!
What? These are the best buckets you'll ever find.
Are they
Mr. Buckets are buckets. No, they're not magic buckets.
ludicrous price?
That might be true, but they are ludicrous buckets, and I'll tell you, I like
Are
them.
they featuring ludicrous?
it's not on
No.
the list.
Not on the list?
On my bucket list.
Oh, that is fun. It'll take out like a little enamel pin of a bucket and it'll come up to you and it'll pin it on you.
I don't know, just like, I'll catch it. Like,
Yeah.
There
you go.
Just like,
put it in my pocket.
All right, I'm gonna go over to the other stand.
Okay. I'm like, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. And you can see that like the bucket is like closed. It's got like a clamp and there's like a little lock on it.
Oh,
No, he's
wow.
That's
He's locked into that
terrifying.
bucket.
Cool. There is a stable, a rookery. There's the meeting platform. It looks like there is a saloon right over there, and opposite the saloon there is a bank.
All
It
right.
says First Bank of Waterdeep.
Oh, are we in Waterdeep?
No.
First Bank of Waterdeep.
What? You think this road? Darren, you had me going for a second. You're good. Fuck you. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Want to rob a bank?
Ooh.
If we're gonna rob a bank, this would be the time.
This would be the time to rob the
This would
bank.
be the time.
Sure, let's go. I mean,
we'll work.
we'll work our way over there.
Just want to learn.
Shit.
Let's figure out what's going on in this town first.
No.
A tumbleweed. You hear commotion coming from the west side of town, which is the opposite side of town that you came in on. Or I guess it would be the north side of town. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's go over to the commotion.
Let's go check out the commotion.
There's like some light cheering and stuff. As you guys are going, you'll see that there is an archery competition going on. And it seems like it's perhaps in honor of the Huntress.
Oh.
So the majority of the town is kind of taken in there. It looks like there are a couple different types of contests going on. There's people who are doing like basically throwing up a disc and then shooting it.
Mhm.
There's people riding horses by and hitting targets as they go. And then there's a standing archery competition.
So nothing punchy.
No, it's all archery related.
Everybody's
Dumb.
here. The whole town is here.
It looks like a lot of the town is
Most
here.
of the town is here.
You can see there's like, as you're coming to the north side, you see that there are a couple like farms within visible distance, within a couple miles.
Okay.
Maybe 8 or 9, and one much larger one.
Here's my plan, which I hope you guys improve upon.
Okay.
You go inquire about opening a bank account so you can get the lay of the security and shit like that. I will go over to the stable and get the lay of the security there. Then we meet back up, we figure out the best way to do it, and then we go rob that bank because everyone's at the thing, and then we go rob the stables because everyone's at the thing, and then we go.
Yeah, we didn't see any like security, did we?
Inside the bank?
Well, just around. Like, like the
no.
sheriff's office.
No, there is a sheriff's office,
Okay.
but you can see a guy who you might think is the sheriff. He's at the archery competition.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Alright,
Okay.
cool.
So Morg is gonna head. Oh, and Darren.
Oh, I was just gonna go get some like funnel cake or something.
Oh no, can you get supplies like food and water?
Yeah, funnel cake. Duh. Food.
And water?
Yeah.
You're saying yes, but
I'm gonna look at a kid and be like, "Can you, I don't know, rustle up something, whatever you can find."
Yeah, you got some money?
I'll give him like 25 gold.
Oh, wow.
damn.
Wow. Huh. All right, cool.
Flesh over here. I'm doing all right.
Cool.
I'm a really good gambler.
like
Fair.
saddlebags?
Whatever you
Stuff
can
like
find,
that?
stuff, food,
Horse
that, yeah,
stuff and
and
whatnot.
whatever kind of food that you can get that's compact. That's
Okay, cool,
like
cool.
nurturing,
Ration
whatever.
type stuff.
Yeah, whatever
Alright,
you can get.
Cool.
also anything you feel like you want.
You want to swipe too if you feel like
Alright.
we're gonna probably get out of dodge pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm gonna, just because I don't want to like risk it. You know.
Cool. Yeah, we're doing the big things.
Yeah, we don't want to
well,
mess
that's
up
fair.
with little
Let's not-
things.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
You do your
Play it
thing.
straight. Maybe I'll do the cat eyes.
Yeah,
and he
that
does the
works.
cat.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's so
He's
cute.
very cute. He's very good at it.
Shit, you're good.
We're going places, kid. This is good.
All right, cool. And he scampers off.
All right.
When we get close to the bank, I'm gonna like duck into that alleyway that all Western towns have.
Sure.
Between the place.
Yeah.
I will cast disguise self,
Cool.
and I will look like Mr. Faversham.
Aha!
fancy bolo tie, belongs in a
Maybe a
Wild West
little
town.
bit Western.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
gonna go
that.
hang out kind of with him, like not like right next to him, but just to like see if there's any like magical precautions in the bank.
Yeah, as you go in, you'll see like there is, as you look through the window, you'll see that like there's like what appears to be like a not like a huge vault door, but a vault door, and with a lot of like metal slats, so probably metal around the whole thing. And you can see that there are 3 people inside. One of whom is clearly magical. She's an elf lady. And the other 2 people, one of them is a security guard. He's sitting by the door, but he's like tilted back and he's got up in his chair, 2 legs, kind of got like a pretty reasonable sized pot belly. But he does have a rather largish sword sitting right next to him. And then the other person just looks like a bank teller, a pimply looking kid who looks like he needs glasses because he's squinting real bad, but nobody around here has glasses because it's the Old West. And you are headed toward
The stable.
The stable, cool. As you make your way to the stable, you will see that there are 2 people in there. It looks like there is a guy. He's got his head down. His shoulders are really stooped. He's got black hair. And he's like kind of just like sweeping up and like muttering just like a little bit to himself. And then there is a girl who is coming in from riding, and she is like a beautiful blonde with long hair, and she looks like pretty well to do compared to the other people you had seen at the festival. And she's like just jumping off her horse right now and like taking care of it, brushing it down, getting it ready to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the old Stoopy.
He's not old. He is.
Oh,
Just
well then
just
Stoopy.
Just Stoopy.
Alright, going over to Stoopy.
Alright.
And being like, excuse me, kind sir. I would like to inquire about purchasing one of your fine horses.
Oh, well, I don't sell the horses, sir. The masters, he's up at the competition there.
Can you speak up, sir?
Yeah, I can of course speak up, if you're looking to buy a horse.
No, the whole sentence.
The whole sentence, yeah, this one,
you're
right?
You're kind of trailing off at the end. It's hard to hear
No,
you.
I don't mean to be trailing off. I'm just trying to. They said to keep the place clean, so I was just gonna keep.
What does the master look like?
Oh.
So I can inquire to him about purchasing one of your fine horses.
Master Howie, he's tall. He's got red hair. He wears a straw hat, and sometimes he likes to have a cigar and stuff.
Cigar, you say?
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
my good man, what is your name?
My name is Stanley.
Stanley. you
Yes,
say?
yeah.
Well, Stanley.
Well, Matt.
Are you familiar with these horses?
I almost certainly am. Yeah.
Yes.
I do my best to take care of them. Yeah.
They look in good. Do they look in good health?
Why don't you make an animal handling check?
Does it look like Stanley does his job well? A 12.
Yeah, from what you can tell, these horses look like fine steeds.
Alright, cool.
The ones that you saw running all looked healthy earlier, but these are not those ones.
Okay. I have some friends in town with me, and we require fast horses. Now, to save some time when I meet Master Howie, which one of these horses do you think is your fastest? We've been traveling for a very long time, and we're just looking forward to getting to our destination.
Yeah, probably this red roan right here.
The Red Roan.
Yeah,
What about what are the top 4? The top 3 fastest.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
A 2. Oh, sorry. I forgot I have a -2 charisma. So that is a 0.
What was that? Oh, yeah, right away. And he sweeps himself away. I'm sorry, I hear somebody calling my name real loud now, so and he slams the door behind him.
Crushed it.
And you see him scampering.
Okay. Out?
Yeah, out this. He closed the back door to the stables, and then you see him through the window, running up the street.
Is he running towards the festival?
Yeah, but he's on the other side of the building, running up.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm gonna casually walk back to the bank.
Okay, so back to the bank. Are you both going in?
Oh yeah.
Well, I was outside looking
Yes.
and
So I
keeping
don't-
a lookout. I don't know. You went in.
You duck
You're
into
one
the
that went in.
alley. You come back out as Lord Faversham. You tell him what you see?
Yeah. Like, this is the layout from what I got.
You can tell there is also an upstairs to the bank.
Yeah.
You see the stairs, obviously, when you're in there.
So yeah, I'll go inside up to the teller front desk.
Okay. Oh, good afternoon. Welcome to the First Bank of Waterdeep. How can I help you today?
Well, I find myself in town, and I'm new in town, and I'm looking to invest. And I saw there's a bank here, so I thought perhaps if I'm planning to spend some time, I should open an account. But I must be honest with you. The town is a little, how should I say, less refined than I'm used to in the larger cities.
Fair.
I worry about. I don't mean to brag, but my business is really booming at the moment. So
sure, of course.
I would like to
Always looking
protect.
for new investment opportunities.
Yes.
Well, I will tell you, with the current unrest going on in Calimport and way south, we have actually been doing rather well here.
Right.
A lot of people are storing items in our vaults right now due to before their travel south.
Sure.
So things have been going well in the town. We've seen an uptick in population, and things are going well. If you wanted to invest, we could set up an appointment with the branch manager. He is currently at the Huntress Moon Festival at the north end of town. But if you wanted to open an account, then that's certainly something I could help you with.
Well, yes, I would be interested in this, but again, as we've seen, areas we thought would be completely, large-scale attacks like this, whatever's happening between Waterdeep and Calimport seemed out of nowhere. And I just worry that cities of such great stature with magic and the like are being assaulted by mass forces. So I'm a little worried about the protection if I were to invest here. I see you have a very large metal vault, so that's
Sure,
something.
yeah, of
Do you
course.
have?
We have smaller safety deposit boxes too.
All right, that's okay. And I look around and I casually gesture over to like the sort of falling asleep, like leaning back, pot-bellied, and I just kind of give him one of like the.
Well, we'll be honest that old Tom over there. Well, he's been with the bank for well over 40 years now at this point. This is a semi-retirement, I'd say, for him. The majority of our security is not in our single door room.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I was just more curious if, as wondrous it is to be 40 years of employment, is something to celebrate for sure. But
For sure.
just wanted to make sure there's additional precautions aside from just a metal.
Of course. No. Yeah. Obviously, I can't discuss
Of course.
what the specifics
I
are with you.
understand.
But there are certainly other precautions which are taken.
Great, wonderful. Well, yes. Well, you said there's the festival, and I've heard commotions in the street and whatnot. So yes, I would like to set up an appointment. What kind of time frame do we have as far as?
Let me check his appointment book, and I will let you know. So she goes through. She's like, there's like a big counter, and there's obviously like desks and slots in between. And she opens up a drawer. She pulls out a book. We could do tomorrow at 8 a.m. if that works well for you.
I think it should work just fine. So please put me down for tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Your name, sir?
Lord Faversham.
Faversham. Wonderful. Well, you know what? I think you'll like it here. The food is a little bit subpar, but honestly, the amount of trade that we've been receiving up and down river, as well as from across the desert, a lot of people are trading for the Calim gold piece here.
I see.
So the exchange rates here favorable, which a man of means, well, you can turn a tidy profit.
Good to know.
I myself have done well.
Well, that's good to hear. No, I have. It's always best, I feel like, to diversify one's funds. So if I can do the best with that, that would be fantastic. So thank you for your insight. And while this is happening, I want to just be like looking around,
Sure.
taking interest, but I want to specifically look at the vault door.
Okay, cool.
And to see how well it's sealed from what I can tell from this distance.
Sure. Yeah, why don't you can roll me, what's the right check for this? I guess investigation as you're moving your way through.
Well, that is 12.
Casually investigating. So you can tell that the that the vault door has 2 key slots in it, and it's got one of those large turning wheels which goes out both ways and sets into, like, it is a wood paneled wall, but this wall specifically looks rather thick, and you can see that there are like 2 small windows with like mostly metal and like thin slats to view through.
View into the vault.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're obviously closed right
Sure,
now.
of course.
But so from here, that's all you can see. And then you will see that there are actually, now that you're in here, behind you, as you look up, you'll see that there are 2 people standing at attention, looking back down at you. They're both bald.
Okay. Good to know. About how, a couple questions. The windows with the slats.
Yes.
How big are those windows?
They are quite small. They are maybe like yay big. And the slats themselves are probably like a 2-inch by 8-inch slide. Just enough to look through.
And the keyholes.
The keyholes, they look like normal sized keyholes.
Okay.
For normal sized keys.
Great. All right. I said, well, I shall see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
And I will walk out of the shop. My coat as I walk out of the shop. And then I will, like, over into the alley. And then I'll just keep the disguise stuff up for the next hour.
So, what was that?
So yeah, there's they have more than just this guy, the fat chubby guy with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
There's that magic lady. I don't know what her deal is. There's the vault. They said there's other means besides just the metal door. There's safety deposit boxes. Apparently, there's been a ton of trade, so a lot of people have opened accounts here. There's
So
apparently a pretty good exchange rate on Calim gold. There's 2 guys upstairs. They're bald.
Okay, so if we do steal from this place, how are we going to transfer said goods?
What do you mean?
Like if we get horses, are we gonna if we get like a bunch of stuff, are we gonna like put them in saddlebags and go? Do we have like, is there any chance of getting like
Or
that
you
gold
come out of
anywhere?
do you come out of the stable
Maybe
at this
there.
point?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
Yes.
I'm
you-
just trying to think
you
ahead
overhear
so that we
that.
don't end up
Okay.
further in than we are able to deal with.
Okay. So yeah, they got horses, but I think I freaked out the kid who was working there.
Oh.
So I think he's running to talk to the horse master. But like, worst case scenario, I could just buy the horses.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll fill work in on
Okay.
all the stuff about all the how there's a ton of commerce and trade up the river, down the river, Calim gold, good exchange rate, safety deposit boxes. A ton of people have been investing. This bank looks like it'd be a pretty big score.
Hey.
If we were to get it.
Would Ilsa you be able to go through the window?
No, it's only like that big. He's an imp. He's not large. He's
I
a
know,
smallish
because you had to
creature.
like you did.
No,
but
this
then
is
there
how
was
big the metal is.
Right,
but
but
the
then there's
slot
slots,
is like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just open like like a secret door
And
where
then
somebody and you just see their eyes and they're like, "What's
Gotcha.
the password?" And then they close it because you get it wrong.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
There's
At this time, right now, all of a sudden you hear and you see a big cloud of dust as like 10, 15 guys come riding horses and like and you see like a couple of people screaming, yelling, and you see, "All right, fellas, it's the Dirty Boys, and we're here to rob a bank." And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
oh, perfect.
Delightful. So we'll let them take care
Cool.
of the heavy lifting,
Yep.
and then we'll just
Let's take all the stuff.
take a little bit here and there. And yeah.
My thought.
Yeah, so, what was your thought?
We just got a fucking neuralizer so we can rob the bank and boop, they don't remember who robbed the bank.
Yeah.
Well, I also have a potion of gaseous form.
So do I.
So turn into a gas.
Get in
We're
there.
going there, and I have dimension door now.
Oh, nice.
So
There
I
you
can
go.
we could both go in as gases,
And then-
grab as much shit as we can carry, and then I
just
bamf
go
us both out.
Yep.
Nice.
And just
These
have
are
us
all
go.
good
Wait,
plans.
is it within sight? For
No, it's
dimension
400 feet in any
door? Oh, because I was
direction.
gonna say just like pop us back out into the alley.
400 feet in any direction.
Yeah.
Just like,
So 400 feet's pretty far away, and
Yeah.
you can be waiting with horses.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, this is
Yep.
the perfect.
this is awesome.
Well, here, see, we can play it a couple ways. We could let them do it, or we could stop them from robbing the bank.
So that the
So
town
we're
is so
heroes,
grateful.
and then we rob the bank.
Yeah.
Because they think we're like the great heroes who stop the evil villains from robbing the town.
Idea. I don't want to give it. I want to talk about it off stream.
All right.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Internet, thanks so much for coming and hanging out for Evil Game. We hope that the hiatus was worth it because we love playing and we love you.
Yes.
Stay evil.
Yeah, we will be back in a month, right around Halloween time, for another evil game.
That's right.
Yes.
Sounds like we'll have another player.
Potentially.
Ooh, I wonder who it could be.
So, we will see you all back here for Everend next week.
Later.
Good night, Internet. Bye.